go.
Let's do it.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Tickle the ball sack and polish the knob. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Tickle me huevos and polish the knob.
Ay, caramba!
I wanna stick my wang up in this. I wanna give you a big pearl necklace. I wanna wish you a nice white Christmas from my scrotum, not my heart. Slap up and down on my Peter North Pole. I wanna jam it into your pie hole. Getting a number was always my goal ever since the very start. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Yo quiero pinga en tu cara.
That's Spanish!
Yeah! Navidad to everybody!
Pineapple!
What is that under the tree? Another! Numbers for everybody! Feliz Navidad, everybody!
Christmas tree, I'm certain, wherever I roam.
Kevin Solo's coming out. Will you tell us?
Kevin Solo is coming up. Frank.
Okay, Frank. Frank?
Christmas time means laughter, toboggans in the snow, caroling together with faces aglow, stockings on the mantle, the moonbird dawn, and my merriest Christmas seems just one thing more. Christmas tree, my Christmas tree, lit up by
Happy holidays.
Tell Santa what you really want.
Covino and Rich.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Put that cookie down now.
Oh my God!
I'm looking for miracle trees. Miracle trees. Merry Christmas, little Timmy. Merry Christmas, little Timmy.
Merry Christmas!
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Numbers, everybody! Feliz Navidad, everybody!
Covino and Rich.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
All right, the holidays. Hollandaise. Hollandaise. The holidays have officially begun. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the holiday season. Season for pleasing.
Gotta say it right out the gate. Kevin did nothing wrong. That Buzz is a son of a bitch.
I mean, everybody knows.
Everybody knows, but it has to be said.
Yes.
Kevin's
Buzz.
singing his solo, trying to be a good kid in the school choir.
I mean, he was trying to be a good kid, but he was a rascal.
Oh, rascal for sure.
Right, yeah. Covino and Rich, happy holidays. Let's be rocking out and jingling all the way. Jingle my balls.
But think about it. Buzz was like an asshole and starts using the candles on Kevin's head.
Yeah.
Kevin pushes him, rightfully so. Shit ensues. I mean, Kevin's the bad guy.
I mean,
Top 5 irritating Christmas moment.
it's sad. It is sad. It's a sad story. One of Rich's favorites. Of course, I like Home Alone, but I don't love it like Rich does. Rich, Mr. Unlimited. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Covino and Rich, hope you had a great Wednesday night. Hope all your teams won. Hope you're excited to see our decorations. Look, the little tree that every family had that lit up so nicely. That little ceramic Christmas tree.
Who doesn't love the ceramic Christmas tree?
Oh, yeah. I used to be mesmerized by it.
Little did
I know. Yeah, but little did I know that everyone shared in that same amazing memory that I did as a kid.
Yeah. It's one of those things that came back a couple of years ago, and I think everyone has one again.
It's one of those things that your family lost the star on the top.
Oh, yeah.
And like you never saw it again, never found it. You know, everyone had the missing star. Anyway.
It's like, you know how maybe 5-10 years ago it was popular to be like, oh, it's a novelty, buy the leg lamp. Spot has a leg lamp.
I do.
I think in the last couple of years, buy the ceramic Christmas tree was that.
I brought my family's one. Sorry, I lost my voice. I've had my family's one.
Doing what?
You had a rave?
Yeah.
No,
it just raging last night.
I have had a cold and it settles in my throat. It always settles in my throat. Save the jokes. I had the original, one from the 50s, 60s, and it's missing the star. And I had to order last year. I had to order a star just to go on the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could find one?
Yeah, they're online.
Wow.
They're just they're not the same.
You know what? If my parents still have theirs and they're listening, I want the original one that gave me so many magical memories as a kid. The ceramic,
pull up a photo of it.
Little Christmas tree, and I'm going to order my own star, start my own family traditions. Thank you.
Those things are great.
Throwback Thursday. Rich is all decorated. The studio's decorated. Rich's house is beautifully decorated. Walked in. I was like, wow, it's like a winter wonderland.
Yeah. We left a note for the kids this morning. And that's like the magical moments of Christmas. Last night when the kids went to sleep, we put up the Christmas tree. No ornaments, though. We just put it up, clean slate, and we hid Chippy the elf. And
he's back.
Chippy left a note for the kids saying, you've been good kids, keep being good kids, and tonight, put the decorations on the tree with mommy and daddy. I put the tree up for you guys. And watching Ben and Emmy go around the house trying to find this elf, and it was in plain sight. Sarah and I were laughing hysterically.
Oh, where was
it? How did they not see it? It's on the wreath.
Well, does
the big wreath right when you walk in?
Ben even know what he's looking for?
Yeah.
No.
I think a little bit. It's like,
really?
He just follows Emmy's lead.
Right. Yeah, he's just running around.
When you have two little kids, everyone with two kids or more knows this. The little one just tries to be the bigger one.
Ben is very much a little boy. He's just running around, banging his head on the wall.
Oh, he's a maniac.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. But yes, it's that time of year when the world falls in love, and every song you hear seems to say, Feliz Navidad. Tickle Sack Classics. Time to play the Carpenters.
Well, I have a theory.
Nat King Cole, Bingleberry Crosby.
Greeting cards have all been sent.
I have a theory.
All of Rich's favorites, the Backstreet Boys Christmas album.
I'm gonna upset you today, possibly, because I think one of our longtime theories is dead.
Oh, they're cracking the code theory.
A Covino and Rich theory from back in the day. Dunzo. It's over.
By the way, here's
I changed the theory. It now works in movies. So many shitty movies coming out. It's hard to have one become a tradition. Like, that's the one I'm watching every year now.
Here's my tree. Look at that.
Get that.
Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that beautiful? It's like,
you know what, man? I don't know what brought me more.
And that star on top is, I had to buy. It's like plastic. It's not the same, but
that's amazing.
Yeah,
look at that.
That's true.
That just brought me back, man.
Right?
Yeah, I need my.
I
want my parents' original one if they haven't given it to like my sister Dawn already. I want it, or Mimi. My sister Jen takes like everything. Like if I go to my sister's house, I'm like, oh, that's what happened. This is all the stuff I grew up with in my sister's house.
Oh, that's the clock. Oh, there, yeah.
Oh, wait,
Mimi
wait,
has
that
it.
was. Mimi has it.
Hey, whatever happened to that beautiful frame on the end table? Oh, Mimi.
All of like my childhood decorations are probably there. I want that. I called it. I call it now. I want the Covino family original OG ceramic tree like this one right there.
With my mother.
It's a good call, Spot.
And
it is. Because it brought me magic.
She's like, oh, send it to yourself.
Yeah, my family, my siblings didn't grow up with the magic I grew up with. And nothing sparked the imagination, Rich, like this. More than the nativity scene, though. Those are the top two for me.
Oh, do you want me to get you
those bubbly lights.
Do you want me to get you a little nativity to put in front?
No, hold on, stand by. Hold on. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
And let me tell you, you know what I was really good at on a Throwback Thursday on the nativity scene? Positioning a bulb, one of those old school fucking Christmas light bulbs, like in the hole in the back, so it provided the ambiance and perfect lighting for baby Jesus. I'm like, I'm gonna hook this up. Watch. I'll take the Christmas light. I was good at jamming it in the hole spot. and just watch the Christmas magic begin. But I did. Good at it. What do you got there? Oh, now we got 2 of them.
And this is the
You got a bulbous star on top, though.
this is the
I know
updated.
my original didn't have a bulbous star. Like
Do you
that.
want to put the real one there?
No, I like it. It's on my coffee. It's on my kitchen table. But yeah, this is the
Well,
OG.
here,
This
put
is the
it, put it behind me. Put it behind me. I'll get rid of that.
It's got to light up, though.
yeah.
Look at that. Oh, man, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's like a little forest.
It's
This
beautiful.
one's slightly different, but yeah, this is the one they're selling these days for like $50.
Yeah. I didn't know everybody had those.
The modern day.
You don't
50
realize things like
bucks.
that until you get older, and then you sign online and someone creates a meme, and then you say to yourself, wait, everybody had that?
Shit, I had that. Wait, the tin of cookies, you weren't sure if it was cookies or your grandma's sewing stuff? Wait, same for you?
Your grandma gave you those Danks cookies too?
Oh, man.
And then if you're Hispanic, you get a meme, and it's like, wait, your grandma used like, I can't believe it's not butter containers for everything? I thought my grandma was
Margarine
doing-
tins are grandma's storage? Oh my
Wait a second,
God.
little jelly jars? Your grandma served drinks in those to you too?
Wait, hold
I thought
on.
my grandma was
Your
the only
parents kept soy sauce, jellies, ketchups, everything from every restaurant?
one. Exactly. The internet definitely provided
Yeah.
all that for all of us. And this little tree right here is one of those like,
Oh,
everybody had that?
the other day, you guys were talking about cookies, and we brought up EL fudge and those fudge stripe cookies, and just the treats that you just totally forgot about. And it spurred from a conversation Covino brought up about some little bowling game him and I loved, but half the people didn't know it. Half the people were like, oh my God, you unlocked a memory.
The bowling game.
Someone unlocked a memory recently for me, and I just want to throw it out there on a Throwback Thursday since you're talking about cookie tins. Do you guys remember? They sucked. They weren't very good at all. So let me start by saying that.
Lorna Dunes.
Dudes.
They were not good.
Sugar.
You're the only one. You
Lorna
must be
Dunes.
Lorna Doone.
Sugar wafers.
No. Someone unlocked a memory, and it was a cookie that stunk. But my family had them because they were probably
No.
trendy at the time.
It's stank.
Stunk.
It's Christmas time.
That's so funny. Lisa said, old ricotta retainers, the containers that the plastic containers that hold ricotta cheese.
Well, those were used for like food storage.
Yeah, that's where you put soup or some other some meatballs.
Those become your custom Tupperware.
So there was a cookie that I wonder if you guys remember. It was in the same vein as an Oreo, but they were vanilla with a face on them, and it was chocolate cream.
Yeah.
They were awful, but I feel like every kid had those. They went through a phase like face cookies. I don't even know what they were called. You following me though?
Yeah, but I don't know the name of them.
Giggles.
Giggles. Yo, these were the worst, but I feel like every kid had these in the 90s. Giggles. Your sisters probably had them in their lunchbox.
People still eat those?
I don't even know. There's no way these still exist.
Is that
You
why
must
you're
be
so?
the only one.
Is
That's
that
why I'm
why
so
you're
happy
always
for.
providing giggles because
Yeah.
you ate so many of these?
Giggles. Do you
Yeah,
remember
of
those?
course I
Those are
remember
the.
those.
They were so bad, but I feel like every kid
I don't
had
think those were my generation,
This suits your MO.
but I totally
Giggle.
remember them.
Giggles.
Giggles. Giggles. Mommy, I want giggles.
Oh, sorry.
Giggles.
Is it off?
There you go, Gabe.
It's the name of a sex toy chain in,
for
in
real?
New York. Yeah, Giggles.
Hey, by the way,
Giggles.
let's
Handsome
welcome
Gabe.
Oh, it's not
Handsome
Rich Davis.
Gabe to the show.
Hey, handsome Gabe.
Loving his
Hello,
sweatshirt.
hello.
He's looking handsome. He's here for the big football weekend
Those tats.
and to say hello.
Sexy.
He's got his noise cancellations on.
Handsome Gabe.
Handsome Gabe is
So
here.
handsome.
Though
Thank
we were
you
just
guys for
saying
being here.
off before we went on the air, we bought tickets for the Niners game, and it looks like it might be a little overcast.
Son of a bitch.
And we're like, yo, imagine if tickets become like half the price because it's rainy.
Maybe I'll come.
Son of a bitch.
Lisa, let me look
I'm
already.
going to have to buy one of those umbrella hats now. Those umbrella helmet hats.
I was thinking, should we buy like cheap $5 ponchos like before we go there? Like those shitty, like just disposable ponchos?
I was going
Just
to buy
to
one of
have?
those giant hats.
Oh, the giant hats that are all the rage. That'll do the job.
Noggin boss. I need the waterproof ones. So it's Christmas time. It makes you think. You bust out all the old decorations, the ones that meant something to you. You look at old holiday pictures. You wonder what happened to those old decorations in the background. And you realize like your sister has them. And I'm excited about it. Christmas time is here. the best time of the year.
It's the time to say I love you.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. So on a Throwback Thursday, any other like magical decorations that come to mind? Because the nativity scene I said is the other for me. I always loved
Nativity
it.
scene. You know what it is? I do wonder. You go to Target and Home Depot, and a lot of things are like you go one of two ways. You go super classy, like Freddie Blassie,
Like white Christmas trees.
a little class.
Guy that wears a collar up like mine on a Throwback Thursday.
Are you dressed as
and appreciates.
Are you dressed as Andrew Dice Clay today?
Class. Hey, you want a picture?
Did you get that from the?
I know it's embarrassing. You want a picture?
Did you get that from the Dice Clay collection?
No, it's Throwback Thursday, bro.
You look
I looked in my closet and I said, with some old shit.
No. You look like every
is.
Guido coming down on Christmas morning to open presents.
Oh,
That's what you look like. No.
for
this is how
real.
my-
What'd you
honestly,
get the kids? I'll act surprised.
This is how my brother dresses on Christmas Eve.
I wear this never. So
my
I will
type.
explain.
This is how my brother dresses.
There's a story behind it.
No, for the Feast of the Seven Fishes. This is what my brother wears.
The seven
Good
fishes.
for James and his jumpsuit.
Yeah. He's the only guy wearing this.
But you said things that are so
Like-
too old school versus now. All right, I said there's classy and there's not, right?
Yeah.
You got me thrown off with your jacket. By the way, speaking of Dice
I
Clay,
just said a guy wearing this type of jacket
Please.
could appreciate some
class. Can you please not forget the Dice Clay trend that's running around, that's fucking swooping the nation?
We talked about it.
We did not. We did not play them.
Oh,
we didn't
but we
play
talked
We
them.
did
about
not.
talked
Yeah, but
about them.
it's they're you got. I mean, to really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we
Need to play.
them. Yeah,
So
it's embarrassing.
you look at decorations now. And back me up on this. It's either super classy, like wicker reindeers with all white lights, right? Like those, like a wicker snowman that's with some felt. Like,
Classy Christmas decorations aren't as fun as the other ones.
but that's what I'm saying. But I feel like there's no in between. The in between was when we were kids, and they were like, it was like a plastic light up Santa. Now it's either obnoxious inflatable on the front lawn, or like wicker classy reindeer.
Yeah, I want wicker classy reindeer.
Where's the in between? Like it's
That's
either
beautiful.
that
Look at
spot,
that.
it's either that, or
This is what I want.
it's either that or a 25-foot Grinch on your
No,
front
you gotta
lawn.
get those old school plastic ones.
That's what I'm saying. But they don't have them. It's you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, anywhere. It's like classy, nice wicker furniture with the lights on it, essentially,
I'm sure my dad probably still has his old ones. You
or a
got 'em.
25-foot Snoopy snow globe on your front lawn.
Oh,
Do you remember? Do I have to share the classic Christmas story for this Throwback Thursday?
I love it.
Yeah, it's like every year we got to tell the story. So as a little kid, my parents went all out for real. You know, they really did.
Here's Rich's house.
Yeah, it's that or that. It's either buy a 30-foot Grinch or a wicker reindeer.
You can't do well. You can because you have kids. But man, what a hypocrite! You're like the Sebastian Maniscalco of the show because you were forever saying how tacky that shit
If
was.
anyone's
Still do.
Sebastian
Agreed.
Maniscalco.
I'm saying Sebastian Maniscalco, I would enter the category of biggest hypocrites on earth. But I'm wondering, he does it in a funny way, though, right? I mean,
I'm not saying he's a bad guy for it. I'm saying he does everything he used to hate.
yeah.
All these pills.
Everything Sebastian Maniscalco
If
used
you
to make
put
fun
that
of
big
is
giant thing.
Yeah.
Man, Rich used to hate on everybody that had inflatables. So the Christmas decorations, when my parents would bust them out, I would be like, there he is, the big Santa, my giant stocking. I loved all the things. Like everything I had was the coolest, basically, is how I felt.
Bunch of bad boys.
Right? Like, oh man, it's my Santa guy. There he is. I had a big giant Santa like this tall. Right?
And awesome.
I'd wrestle him, fuck him up a little bit. Like, what's up?
Oh.
Yeah, there's magical moments. And, you know, chipmunks would be playing in the background. And my dad,
Christmas time.
the old man, right, would bust out all the Christmas decorations, right? And my dad somehow inherited from his family all the plastic lawn ornaments. Are they called lawn ornaments?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like the
Lawn decorations?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So the old school ones, those plasticky ones, those plastic ones that lit up and you put them on your porch, right, in front of your house.
Spot, did you have any hand-me-down ornaments that your family used? Because I have I have two things that come to mind immediately. And they're fucking obnoxious. And I wonder, they've got to be thrown out by now, but my grandparents passed them down to my family, I think. Those big, obnoxious red candles with the yellow wicks. that you would put on your stoop. Like
Yeah.
fucking, and they were heavy as hell because they had
have 'em?
sand at the bottom. No, but I feel like, I'm saying like, I feel like probably every generation of my family had those until my family finally was like, enough of those.
You know who ended up with those? My sister Jen.
she has them, yeah.
She had
She has-
yours.
Yeah.
She has everything.
I'm like, wait a second. Those riches from when he was a kid?
believe
She loves
those are
estate-
mine.
She loves estate sales.
Loves that shit. So anyway, the long story short, the short long of it, if that even makes sense,
Nope.
just sounds cool to me. Short long of it. My dad always put out these like 1950s looking angels, like altar boys. Like they were like altar boys, right? Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. He would put out little altar boys and the Santa Claus and a snowman, but like from 1950 something. That's they look that old.
Yeah.
And they're, you're Santa's, just smiling. Anyway, through the years, come mid 80s, they started to chip and look
Wait,
old
is
like
this-
shit.
Is this it?
They were kind of like that, yeah. But like, but older looking. Yeah, older looking, right? But yeah, they're kind of like that.
It's weird.
And
It's creepy, actually.
as they chipped and got older, my dad came up with the brilliant idea that he was going to paint them all, right? And refurbish, right? So, he busted out the red paints and he painted Santa, but he painted Santa's face white. And when it lit up, it was Black Santa. So
Yeah, Black Santa.
We were the first in the neighborhood. Groundbreaking, Covino family,
great.
Black Santa.
Very welcoming.
Yeah, people would always be like, yo, that's the house with the Black Santa. We had Black Santa. We had Black altar boys. It was great. So for years.
Cavinos are
We were ahead of
very,
the trend.
very accepting and progressive.
We were the most
Black
woke.
Santa.
We were the first woke. Look at that. Look at us.
See?
So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Man,
Love that story.
I love that story.
I do too.
But yeah, no, nowadays it's either wicker reindeer or 25-foot inflatable. So
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Hot shot?
I don't know. I'm know what I bought these huge looking bulbs. Oh, you know what I'll do? When I decorate my house, I'll do a decorating seminar. Plan on doing it either tomorrow or when we get back from San Francisco. Because I ordered some stuff online, but things aren't that cheap. Like, how much do you think a wicker snowman is? Like a 5 foot tall wicker snowman.
75 beans.
Yeah, you're close. Like 80 to $100. Yeah, it's like, if you want to really get some nice decorations, it's a $500. But then again, you use it every year. But
How much did you pay for a refurbished Black Santa?
I mean, it's sort of vintage, right? I mean, you're gonna.
I bet you Frank from American Pickers would give you a nice buck for that.
Yeah, I'll give you $12.
Wait, is this from the Covino family? A la 1986?
That's a lovely one.
Yeah, I'm saying something like that.
$80.
$80, yeah.
Jeez.
See, that's like I feel like that's nice. Like, what do you say? That's quote classy.
Yeah.
Classy till Ben sticks his foot through it.
Yeah.
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 Until Ben
Wipes
stomps it.
Till Ben wipes his boogers on it. But yeah, for sure. I love it.
Like
It is
the
cute.
wicker Santa and
Real
the
nice.
wicker Frosty the Snowman are nice.
Nice.
How about like a wire?
Class.
How about like a wireframe?
A wireframe one.
Class.
Yeah.
Either one spot. I just feel like
As fancy. I feel like wicker's so fancy.
Class.
Oh,
I have a serious question, kind of.
Do you?
And I hope my brain buster of a story was easy to follow. It was a regular Santa.
Yeah.
But when my dad repainted the face,
the light doesn't get through.
the light, when it was shining on it, shone through like he was a Black Santa.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
the light doesn't go through paint.
Right, exactly. If you were to buy, and I know you wouldn't because you're a devil worshiper, but if you were to buy,
Hear this guy?
I mean, did you hear the show yesterday?
I just didn't think it was offensive that they
guy
made
is-
a
burn in hell.
I just
guy
didn't
loves
think it was
Satan.
offensive they made a Satan joke in a Christmas movie. I just
guy,
didn't think it was
I mean-
offensive. You're a woke little school.
cares?
You're a woke
Who
little
cares?
boy now. I know.
I'm joking.
The guy loves Satan.
Joke, man.
Gotta
you,
love Satan.
You can't take a joke. See?
I don't see. Look
Joke.
at this
This guy
fucking
does.
Satan lover over here.
Guy loves Satan.
Oh,
If you were to buy a nativity scene, right?
yeah.
For underneath the Christmas tree, would you buy like what would your like baby Jesus look like? A little white boy? Because that's what we've grown to know. But when in reality now they're saying like, no, he was like, he's a bit darker of a guy. He wasn't the white guy that every Mexican grandma portrayed in their house because we all had the
Huh.
same picture.
I wouldn't.
You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't thought about it. I don't think I'd buy a nativity scene. But if I were to,
I don't have one, so I don't know.
maybe like a kid nativity scene where they're like little doll, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not very lifelike. They're more like little, I don't know, like little toys. Let me look it up. Spot, look up nativity scenes. What comes up? Nativity scenes on sale.
My I have. That's what I kind of want that, but like I feel
You
like
might have to send your baby Jesus to my dad. He'll paint it for
I
you.
feel like my sister. You mean like a lawn one or a home one?
No,
Like a home one.
Yeah, I feel like what's that brand that old people love? The little figurines.
Werther's. Oh,
Hummel.
Hummel.
Yeah.
My mother has a beautiful Hummel
Nativity scene?
nativity
Wow.
with the complete with like the manger and everything.
No way.
But like I think my sister's gonna get that.
Oh yeah.
I got the tree.
You know, my parents used to have.
no one puts out a nativity anymore.
I think
Yeah, I know.
I think I found
We
the,
lost to Christ in Christmas.
I think I found the exact one my parents had. It was like a wooden house looking one. Spot,
This is it.
look up Kurt Adler.
Yeah, like a fucking Lincoln Log one.
No, like Kurt Adler 11-piece nativity set. I feel like this is what my parents had.
Kurt Adler.
Kurt Adler with a K. I don't know why it just popped up on Amazon.
He played for the Giants.
Yeah, Kurt Adler. He was on the 87 Giants. But no, it's nativity scenes. You're right. You don't see him as much.
Or like Steven Adler.
That's why Covino has teamed up with Candace Cameron Bure
Yeah.
to put the Christ back in
I'm
Christmas
trying. I'm
For the
trying.
Great American.
for the Great American Channel.
Is this it?
I
Wait, hold on.
always say
Hold on.
for people on tier 2.
Is this?
No,
Um,
it was like a wooden house. Yeah,
That's all good.
yeah, that one right there, like something like that. Spot.
like this.
Yeah, like something like that. I feel like my family had something like that along those lines.
Well, because you always hear the story of like
Yeah, like the
how-
one to the left there, Spot. Yeah,
This one.
yeah, like that. Did anyone else's family have that? Like under the Christmas tree, like a little one. Like I'm talking, that's like the size of a little model.
we had several different ones throughout the years. My grandma's one is the one that remained constant. You know,
I know we're all over the place, but I
I used to make the wise men talk. Like, yeah, what's up?
What's up, baby?
What up, baby? Jesus?
I know we're all
What's
over
up,
the place
baby?
today, and we'll gain focus in 2 minutes after I derail the conversation one last time, since we all did anyway.
No. That's good.
No, we'll see you.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What? When you talk about Christmas decorations, I can't be the only one whose mom fucking loves her village.
I hate
Like
the
her
village.
fucking snow village
Nah, I
of
hate
like
that
all
shit.
the little fucking.
You do it for the kids too, though.
Nah, I
right?
hate that shit.
But you know what my mom was so bent about during her move?
Oh, I know her village people because Jimmy loved them.
Jimmy stole the Native American guy. Jimmy stole the cop.
Richie loved the construction.
I
worker.
love the village
Didn't
people.
you, Richie?
And by wooden house, yes, I mean manger. I guess. Yes, thank you, Wes. No, the little village. My mother was so upset, and I tried to blame it all on Butch, obviously. She's like, when I moved to Maryland, so many of my Christmas village pieces broke.
Ooh,
And I
that's
was
sad
like,
though.
It was sad, but I'm like,
You had 'em
Mom,
for so long.
new beginnings, new everything. Come on.
Wow.
You're going to be fine. I haven't updated my mom later, I'll tell you. It's a good one.
Did you always, when you put out the nativity, like I would do, like keep the three wise men like all on the other side, and then as it gets closer, you just move them?
No.
I didn't play with my nativity scene like wrestling figure Spot.
I would mess with him though.
I don't think mine moved. I think they
way-
were in like a, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? This is the set, but it was a bigger manger. But these are the exact figures that we had.
Grandma's
Same
love
exact.
Hummels, man.
The
I
Hummels.
got some of my grandma's.
And you would
Hummels for
always,
sure.
and like I would love arranging them and setting them up. But it was we had a much bigger manger.
Well, there you go. There's your
I
manger.
want that.
There's your
I
manger
want
talk
that.
for the
The
year,
last time I
guys.
saw my Nana, my dad's mom, my grandma, she gave me a Hummel for my daughter. Last time I saw her. She knew.
See?
She knew. Anyway, welcome to our Patreon. It's the holiday season. You think of your grandma's cookies, the butter cookies,
Making 'em.
Christmas cookies, the decorations, the
You know what?
clay little tree that we got.
Now that my
Busting it out.
now that my grandmother's no longer here,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Sort of means a lot that before she passed away, she gave me her Christmas cookie recipe, and we make it every year. I mean, I make it
amazing.
every year now. Like it means a little more. Like I didn't realize. Ooh, that's sort of the reason you do it, right? Because when they're not here, it lives on. So every year we make grandma's cookies.
Oh, so enjoy this time of year. It's the magical time of year. Time to decorate. Time to celebrate. Time to conquer hate. I like that one.
It's a good one.
It's a Lenny
It's a good
Kravitz
one.
line. Lenny Kravitz line. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate your December subscription to our Patreon. It was a November to remember. Nothing's going to top our October with Spot's big announcement, but November
Oh no,
was pretty
December's
good.
going to be good.
Oh, I got
I
it.
feel it.
December might come with some surprises.
By the way, phase 3 is coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is until it happens.
Phase 3.
Phase 3.
My God.
Kristen last night.
You double team Chris. You know what?
I don't know if I can handle
It said
phase
in jest, but not quite sure.
Gabe was in the middle.
I said that to Spot because he's like, Gabe's going to stay with me for a couple of days, and then Gabe's going to stay here at our place on Friday night because we're leaving for the game Saturday morning. And I jokingly said, so you going to watch Gabe fuck your wife? And Spot's like, oh, we don't do friends.
We don't do friends.
There's rules.
There's rules. It's one
Right.
of
He's
those.
like, he's like Dexter and Joe Goldberg. And he's like, serial killers have rules.
Rich, I know you would want a free for all, but it's not a free for all. You have to set boundaries.
Dude,
and rules.
it is a free for all. If
No,
you
it's
and your
not.
wife have an open marriage like the way you do, it's a free for all.
It's not a free for all. That's the misconception.
No, that's free fall.
Not a free for all.
But it's a freak for all. Spot's got a phase 3? The fuck does that even mean?
What could it be?
By the way, I'm a top, just so everybody knows.
Stage 3, you're a bottom?
No.
Stage 3.
Yeah.
You're
So I just want to tease the new subscribers for December.
Like,
what is tier? What
There
is?
might not even be a phase 3.
No, I think there is. I think there's a stage 3.
So
What?
you know stage 1, you know stage 2. What's stage 3? I don't know. What's phase 3? I don't know.
We'll have to find out here on Patreon, won't we?
Man.
Stay tuned.
You know,
Christmas is upon us.
Mr. McKeely might be onto something.
Man.
Thanks for the feedback, Mr.
I'm
McKeely.
not transitioning.
Thank you, Mr. Franz.
That's like phase 10.
Thank you, Rashawn.
Well,
Thank you, Jacob. Everyone hanging out with us. I have a few, since it is a Throwback Thursday, aside from Christmas Throwback Thursday conversations, a few throwback things I wanted to bring up briefly. We don't have to harp on them.
okay.
Just number one, on my way here this morning, I was listening to 80s on 8. I always start off with a little throwback on a Thursday.
I agree with Cello Fellow, who I just want to say what's up to. Hey, Cello. Good dude. Ryan Cello. I'm with him. What the fuck will stage 3 be? I'm really like, I know you're talking about something else. I'm like, stage 3. So it's, what could he possibly, what in the?
I know what it is.
Bring it. Someone's got to bring the heat.
Chicks with dicks.
Jerome's moving in.
Someone's got to bring
Spot's
the
going to
heat.
live in a threesome life.
Spot walked in one day and Jerome was there. He's like, my house.
Someone's got to bring the heat,
He's
baby.
like, wipe your feet. Spot was like, what?
Man.
My house now.
Yeah.
Just the name lives there. Cocktail.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. So,
Jesus, I can't even imagine what it is. Phase 3. Phase
I didn't mean to
3?
distract you, but you were talking about how, what could December bring? It's a December to remember.
Wow.
December for your member.
There it is.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I can't wait to hear about your
Make it
pegging adventures.
Make it a December for your member. Can we get a t-shirt made that says that? Thank you.
Yeah.
So on my way to the studio this morning, the holiday studio, I always listen to 80s on 8, and I roll my eyes at Nina Blackwood because I'm like, can someone have her gargle or something? She sounds like Spot.
Right?
Yeah. But I'm not
Why
trying
is
to be
Nina
mean about
Blackwood?
it. I get it. Whatever. She's a legend. I'm a fan.
A legend's a bit generous.
I mean, she's an 80s legend.
She's an 80s icon.
And I heard
Yeah, she is.
she is. You didn't have MTV, man.
MTV
You
VJs.
missed everything.
MTV VJs were superstars.
Yeah,
they were
Mark Goodman's like the one guy.
No, but they were all of them were.
Yeah,
they were rubbing shoulders.
Isn't Mark Goodman up here and the other ones like here?
No, they were all the
Because
same.
Martha Quinn was the most popular, probably.
They were all the same. They were, they were doing interviews with Michael Jackson and Madonna. And
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Are you going to do a cake fart video?
I'm not going to just do videos.
Phase 3.
OnlyFans.
Cake farts.
OnlyFans. Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Spots like
Ooh.
his
Do you
web
think-
channel.
Do you think I could get away with an OnlyFans?
Well, yeah.
Do you think people would pay for that?
See, yeah, your wheels are turning. Continue. I'm sorry. Go on. You're listening to Nina
You should
Blackwood.
start Gnomely fans and wear like a fucking garden hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Gnome- yeah, you like
OnlyFans.
the Gnomely fans. Spot comes out with his little fucking hat on.
No,
Takes his little overalls off.
Hey, I'm home.
Which has a wonderful garden. You could take some videos.
Yeah. You could.
Yeah, I emerged from his rose bushes.
You have a good
naked.
set. You have a good set right up front. So you're listening to Nina Blackwood.
You made me think of something else.
Go on.
Oh, now you're ready?
I've been ready.
Yeah. It's just a dumb thought. I think everyone has this thought. So it's a Throwback Thursday. Everyone's thought's going to be different, but this one moment of you're getting the hang of things. Like, oh, I recall that. Yeah, I know this. oh yeah, I figured this out. Like I remember figuring out baseball. I do. I remember figuring it out. Like, yeah, I know this player. I know him now. I know what he does. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I know this dude. Right? I remember the moment. I remember my mom being amazed. That's why I remember it and it stands out. Steven, how do you know that? Remember I told you this story? Mom, that's the pinch hitter. Pinch hitter.
Huh.
Some dude came out. I don't know who was pinch hitting for the Yankees in the early 80s.
Bobby Meacham.
I'm like, that guy? Pinch hitter, Mom. She's like, how did he know?
You understood
So I'm
the
like,
game.
I've only seen this guy another time, and he was pinch hitter. Didn't even know his name.
Pinch hitter.
Yeah. So I remember this specifically as an 80s kid, very much an 80s kid, but I had older aunts and uncles that were in their teens, right? So I had to live their life when I was stuck at grandma's. So I had to watch the shit they watched and listen to the shit they listened to. They were like my older brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah.
So I would watch MTV all the time. And it's a song that really, I don't know if I really like it, but it like hits me every time because it takes me back to this moment. And that's Jack and Diane by John Cougar.
Great song.
Yeah, 1982.
It's a great song.
But I relate to it from the video only because I have that recollection of, yeah, I know this video. Like, oh yeah, this guy, he punches in the video. Yeah, and it's got the little boxes, and that's Jack and Diane, and they're two American kids growing up in the heartland. Like, yeah, I know this. I know this. Like, I could tell you and pinpoint when I was a kid in 1982 where I was like, yeah, I think I like this one because I know this video and I've seen it a million times. Like, this video was on MTV all the time. And I just had that thought as I heard the song this morning. I'm like, you know what? I think I might like this song more than I think, but I wouldn't consider myself a John Cougar fan. Who apparently they call Jack. Little ditty. It is a great song. It's the storytelling of it.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Like this video on a Throwback Thursday?
Yeah.
Dude, probably the league leader. Remember Life Stats?
Yeah.
I seen this video more than any other video in my life, probably. As a kid.
Yeah, I thought about your stats conversation yesterday when you were saying like you would love to see the stats of your life.
Yeah. In the 80s, I saw that video probably more than any
I
other
wonder
video.
of the stats that you would look at of your life.
Like sucking on a chili dog.
I think as a kid, the storytelling of it captured me a little bit. And like I said, like when people didn't know what to do in music videos. So he was just there fucking shadow boxing in the video.
Sitting in front of a mirror, that's it.
Yeah. So it just took me back to like, I was probably 5 or 6 years old, but when I had the memory of like recollection or like, yeah, I know this. I like this. Yeah, I know this one now because I've seen it a million times.
Your mom has something to say. I don't know what though.
My mom. Oh, no.
What's up, Ted?
Spotty, tell Steven to check his email.
Oh, no.
Come on, Ted.
I will.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Ted.
Happy holidays from my mom.
Happy holidays, Ted. Great call.
Check your email.
Wolfie died.
No!
Can I guess?
Yeah.
It's like me with that tree or something. All right.
No, it's a picture of you with John Cougar in the background.
I always
with
love
the video
it.
on.
I always love the claps.
Yeah, like this honestly hit all the
ghost
buttons
claps.
for a little kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
they're
did.
clapping. I'm like, yeah, I got it now. I'm like 5. I'm like, yeah. And then John Cougar's like, you know, like, yeah, I know it. I know this one. So it's like I don't necessarily like or thought I loved that song in any way, but when I hear it, it fucking takes me back to watching that in my grandma's living room like that. And I'm sure everyone has that sort of moment, I guess. And yeah, I was just like today years old. And by the way, I have a thought. If you're today years old, you're probably an idiot.
Yeah.
Because whatever follows that is usually an obvious, like, shut the fuck up.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I was today years old when he references like the Bible Belt in that song. What's the line about the Bible Belt? He said there's a line, but he crams a lot of syllables into like one lyric in one line. Where I'm like, you know, singing out in the dogs.
Downtown press free.
Let the Bible Belt come and save my soul. Gonna let it rock.
Let it roll.
Can you just cough
let
one
the
time?
Bible belt. Let the Bible belt.
What?
Did you? I had no idea. He said, "Let the Bible belt come and save my soul."
Yeah, the Bible. Yeah, like the.
Never
Oh,
do
okay.
that.
How did you not
Never
know
do
that?
that. I don't know. I
Yeah.
never do that. I never do that because today I was really listening to it, and I was in my tita's living room watching this on her Zenith TV all over again. What I'm trying to say is, I think
Dude, I know he says Bible Belt.
one of my first conscious thoughts, because otherwise I was just picking my nose and playing with toys. But I remember thinking to myself, I think I like this song. And I was just a little kid.
Man, that's deep.
It's a good one.
It's not deep, but I bet you everyone has their
Songs that bring them back.
yeah, something like that.
Which
Whatever is
sometimes
there.
a song that reminds you of it brings you back to a moment in your lifetime.
Yeah, but I would have never thought that. I really like that song.
This is my ditty about Jack and Diane. Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Oh,
Little ditty. Jack and Diane.
Jack and Diane. Thank you.
See?
Thank you,
little
Bill.
ditty.
Thanks, Bill Jackson.
That's funny, man.
Can you cough one time?
I can't.
There's no way that your voice.
He's doing his Nina Blackwood impression for us.
I got a sore
But
throat.
I'm saying there are times where I've lost my voice and I have to perform on the air, but
It's not phlegm
I
related.
clear it enough and I drink a little hot liquid, and there's no way you permanently have to sound like that.
I've drunk enough hot liquid.
Barf, dude.
What?
Talking about coffee and tea.
I had tea this morning,
Yeah.
and I'm drinking coffee.
I thought he was getting into phase 3.
Oh, drinking a lot of hot liquid. Jesus.
What's phase 3 going to be?
Well, who knows?
Who knows?
I know. I'm.
Stay tuned.
I just feel like anyone when they sound like that is just like one good cough away from being like,
Don't you think? Don't you think?
But
that I know my throat.
Dude, do you drink honey and lemon this morning?
I did.
You did honey and lemon this
I
morning.
drank
and
tea,
still,
hot tea with honey and lemon, and I'm drinking hot coffee. What else can I do?
Yeah,
Soup.
Hot tea stands for Tyrone.
You know what?
Hot tea.
Soup.
Yeah.
Hot tea, his nickname.
Anyway,
Hot tea.
just a random thought because I was driving here, Throwback Thursday, took me back to 1982.
Well, you know what? You bring up Jack and Diane. Let me give you a question.
Well, sure. I mean, it wasn't about me. I'm thinking do you remember your first thoughts like that as a little kid that weren't I want to fucking play with my He-Man,
What song, now that we've been around long enough, you're a grown man. I'm a man. You're a grown-ass man. Can you think of
grown ass man?
Yeah.
Can you think of a few songs that are
We're in sync this past 2 days.
that are quote triple doozies, meaning the sample has been used, not the original, and it's been sampled like 3 times.
Well,
because
I
I can
mean,
think of a few where
Lotto.
3 times.
Lotto sampled Fantasy, which sampled Tom Tom Club. That's a big one.
If you want to give
It's
that a
very
little sample
popular.
spot, that's the one that was most popular this year. But Tom Tom Club was sampled by Mariah, which was sampled by Lotto. So we're talking about
So let's work our way back.
3-time doozy.
So this is the most recent.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun,
And honestly,
natural fun.
That's why I love this song, because it reminds me of, Fantasy.
So you go backwards. Lotto, Mariah,
What an album.
and then of
I
course
know Children's Story, Slick Rick was sampled
And this
a bunch of times.
Genius of Love by Tom Tom Club. Worst song ever.
Play bedtime stories or children's stories, whatever it's called. Slick Rick the Ruler. I'm gonna have some fun. And that is probably a sample. This is probably a sample. This is how we do it.
Na, 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 na,
And I know it's been sampled in other
All
songs.
those 80s and 90s rock songs were sampled
Once
by...
upon a time, not long ago, where people wore pajamas and lived life slow. I mean, it's Slick Rick, and it might even be someone else for all I know. But I know it's sampled.
That's a
million times.
double. That's a double doozy.
Oh
I'm
no,
talking about triple
I know it's a triple doozy
doozies.
because I've heard more recent songs that sample that. That I guarantee you, that's a fucking triple or quadruple doozy.
But I got ones that are like come to mind though.
Did someone sample Return of the Mac recently?
Yes. Yep.
Da, da, da. All right, I got a few.
By the way, my mom didn't send me shit.
Check your email, Steven.
I did. She's a liar.
You brought up Jack and Diane.
I did.
Jack and Diane, a huge hit for John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh,
I mean,
also
huge.
That was used by Jessica Simpson. I Think I'm in Love with You. And that was a big hit for Jessica Simpson. She sampled Jack and Diane. You remember this in the 2000s? I believe 02, 20
song.
years ago.
Not gonna lie, this was a Dee song. This is a Dee's cover or sampling.
I thought so. I was like, oh, Jack and Diane. She's using Jack and Diane for I Think I'm in Love with You. Jessica Simpson.
So give me more triple doozies. What's the triple doozy though?
The triple is Jake Owen, I Was Jack, and You Were Diane, which is big. That was a top hit in the country world. So Jack and Diane, I mean, 3 times. We're talking about that's 3 times a hit, bro.
People love familiarity. I'm not surprised by it.
It was yesterday, it was years ago.
It's a great song.
Every word.
It's fucking
sounds like Daha Daha.
Kinda like
Does.
them songs.
Was this John Wayne?
No, it's Jake Owen, who's a huge fucking star. You
Jake
sound
Owen
dumb.
Sounds like fucking John Wayne to me.
It's a Rappin' Duke to hot.
Yeah, it's fucking Rappin' Duke. I can't say it. You don't know who Rappin' Duke is. So
Remember Rappin' Duke, Daha Daha.
but it sounds like fucking Rappin' Duke on a Throwback Thursday. And I don't know Jake Owen. I really don't.
You should.
But I'm not saying he sucks. Well, if
now
I
you know
should,
this-
thanks
now
for
you know
telling
this.
me
It's
about
a
it.
great song. Jack and Diane,
Any other triple doozies?
I Think I'm in Love with You. And then, of course, I Was Jack and You Were Diane, Jake Owen. A triple doozy?
Mhm.
Rick
Don't
James.
Give me a triple snoozy. I want a triple
Rick
doozy.
James, Super Freak. MC Hammer, Can't Touch This. She's a very freaky girl.
The third.
And then, of course, Super Freaky Girl by Nicki Minaj. We're in the middle of a few triple doozies, is what I'm saying now, because it's a good song.
I mean, there's a beauty to it, and that is you keep those songs alive, you know?
Yeah, I like this Nicki Minaj one. Turn it up, Spot.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you
Of course you do.
and slide it. I
Slut.
can do all them little tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss
Really
it.
clean song.
Every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna F.
Isn't this on that Disney soundtrack?
E-E-K.
I'm pretty sure I heard that on
F-R-E.
Disney Christmas soundtrack.
A-K.
I was in the Santa Clauses. You didn't hear it?
I'm pretty sure I heard it.
Yeah, it was
They just
in
do some
Santa
jingle
Claus.
bells behind it.
Yeah.
Totally appropriate.
I think I have one more triple doozy. Merrily Rush, Angel of the Morning.
Oh, you love this.
Just call me Angel
That's a fucking
of the
snoozy.
Morning. It's a good 60s song. Your mom probably likes Merrily Rush.
And you can hear this fun fact every
Doesn't
day
mean I
on
gotta
Pop
like
2K because I hear Rich cut this break
Yeah,
at least
see?
30 times.
Fucking great, Spot. You're paying attention. Good for you.
I wonder if my Uncle Angel sang this song,
So
like to his many women.
Merrily Rush, Angel of the Morning. You know this fucking snoozy.
I see no. Just call me Angel of the Morning.
And then in the 80s, Juice Newton. And then Shaggy sampled it for Angel in the 2000s. So every 20 years, someone uses this sample. So be prepared. It's coming around for the 4th time, I bet.
That wasn't a sample though. It was a cover.
It was a cover and then a
You threw a few
sample.
covers in there. I'm just
triple
saying.
doozy.
I'm not trying to like fire you down.
Any other triple doozies? Any triple doozies? Listen, because you got to think the original person is getting residuals on 3 hits.
Sorry.
All right. So someone asked if they get paid if it gets sampled. You absolutely have to pay, but some of these are actual samples where they take a piece of the original recording and they put it in the new song, and some of them are just the parts replayed. So if you listen to the Jack and Diane one, the one with Jessica Simpson,
Yeah.
and the other one, those are not samples. Those are just, they pay a different right. It's like a mechanical and something else, but they.
So there's a different wage.
There's a different, if you're using the original master recording, it costs more money to use it than if you just give them like some writing credit or whatever and you play that part. So that's why sometimes they'll if it's too hard to get the rights to the original, they'll re-record it
Got it.
But they still got to
Okay.
pay. They still got to pay him something.
Does
but-
it? That's insightful, Gabe, because
It's great
a lot
insight
of-
from a
musician,
working musician.
Yeah, I was gonna say because a sample using the original versus
This is my favorite.
using
What's this guy's name?
David McCallum.
There you go. Yeah.
It's freaking great.
Right?
Yeah. I think the greatness comes though in hearing this and saying, I'm gonna make some dope shit out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
What's the third? I'm sure this has been used again.
Daft Punk are wizards at that. They hear little like bleeps and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna make that into something. But what's the triple doozy on this one?
Yeah, isn't there like a?
I'm sure somebody has. It's just there's so much music out there. There's a guarantee almost that someone has triple and quadruple sampled that.
I feel like someone before he went crazy, someone took like a Kanye song and showed how he took like half a beat of one song, sped it up, looped it, combined it together with other. It's like it turned it into.
Just because he's shitty doesn't mean he's not a genius. Kanye West is a genius and a moron all at the same time.
Honestly, Daft Punk gets amazing credit for being like the best at that. I'm not a huge Daft Punk fan, but their sampling is like incredible.
What did you guys ever? I know you have. Just I'm talking to the collective you. Have you seen the video of when Dre and Eminem met in the studio for the first time?
Yeah, your mom's calling again.
Can you find that spot where Dre and Dre and Eminem meet in the studio for the first time? And you see Eminem like hearing
Hold on, 10.
Real Slim Shady for the first time, and he immediately is like vibing it. Like imagine having that musical instinct to know you want to do something with a beat.
Yeah, that's where that's
what you're getting at.
The
I know,
genius comes from, man, because I can't hear that stuff. It's the same people that are the same type of thinking of people that walk into a room and say, I have a vision.
The same people that would know what
When
to do.
I'm like,
this,
yeah,
the same people that would know.
I see a horrible mess right now.
Yeah, the same people that would know what to do with my fireplace.
Yeah.
Know what to do with the beat. I don't
It
know.
might not be the same people, but it's the
Yeah,
same
same
feeling.
skill.
Same feeling I have. I'm like, why can't I do that?
What's up, 10?
Spotty, tell him to check his WhatsApp. I'm sorry, he's going to be cursing me out.
I did.
Your WhatsApp.
I saw it. It's my mom wants to show you her decorations, guys. I'm sorry.
I want to see them.
But why are you being so rude about it? I would love to see your mom's decorations.
No,
You're being
because they're
so-
not even done.
Yo, 10.
I just got
Your
'em.
son's being kind of rude.
No, I just got them now.
She wants you to see her decorations. I would love to see her decorations.
But
Merry
I
Christmas.
wanted to see little me with the nativity scene.
You're selfish. It's all about you. If it's not you,
Okay, bust out the old photo albums.
who wants to see your pictures, Mom? I want to see me. Only me. All the time.
I mean, no, but I already sent them the spot. I was
the
just
picture
waiting.
is of me. Yes. If not of
No,
me.
it was her being impatient. I sent them the spot. When we were done talking music, I'd be like, hey, by the way, I got,
That's funny.
you know,
10.
it's all good. I got it.
Here you
my
go.
dad
Look at
texted
this.
This sample together. Tell me if you like it. You want to hit one of my joints, man? Yeah. And I hit the drum machine, and maybe 2 or 3 seconds went by, and he just went, "Hi, my name is," like, yo, stop. Shit's hot. That's what happened our first day and the first few minutes of us being in the studio.
Do you know who's
crazy.
not really saying, hi, my name is? It's Eminem backwards. Yeah, my name is. I'm just kidding, but people say that. No, there's a
Yeah.
chance it might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
People say Eminem backwards. My name is.
What's the to wrap this up, and we'll definitely move on. Got some Andrew Dice Clay to talk about, some Christmas, some butt cheeks, some Phase 3. What is the current song right now?
Phase 3.
What is the current song right now that you think is like, ooh, that's. Here's the other question: when you hear a sample now,
Here's a
there is
cool-
that instinct of, there is the instinct now of, do kids know?
Okay.
Do kids know it's a sample?
Here's a cool.
Doesn't matter.
You
They
mentioned
don't.
Daft Punk.
Yeah.
This is like a quick minute thing we can watch.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it.
So this is the sample breakdown of Daft Punk. And then they compress it down. Edit out all the other stuff. Just pitch it down. Pitch it up.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Sick, right?
What?
And then they add so many, like 5 other songs on top of that. to make one song.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, they're wizards. They're wizards
at all intrigued, even the littlest bit, with music, editing, how it's put together, what Spot just showed
TikTok
visually.
shows a ton of those. You just got weak algorithms. Sorry, I see that shit all day.
What's another
weak algorithm? Because
here's a sample. Here's a sample.
Daft
breakdown
Punk
of-
ones are insane.
You know what I see in my algorithm when it comes to music? That guy that puts together wedding entrances using any song. You ever see that guy? He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah.
It's not my algorithm.
Yeah.
Here's a Kanye breakdown. So this is sampling Daft Punk. So it's stretch it out.
Stretch it out.
Take the original acapella.
After our work is never over. Work it harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Work it harder, make it better.
Wow.
Faster,
Anyway, we're seeing the sound waves and how they're broken down and how they cut these things together to create the songs. If you're not watching with us, but it's amazing, man. It really is.
It's wild that
I'm
the
telling you,
talent
though,
and skill that
I
goes
promise
into
you
this.
the Daft Punk ones make you fucking chop your pen and say, "What the fuck?"
It's honestly like one of the most fun.
Sorry, Gabe.
Sorry. It's
Gabe.
one of the most fun things to do is you take like an old record, just drop it anywhere. Take like 30 seconds, and they have softwares now that I have where you just chop. It's so easy. You chop it up and then you just play with it and you pitch it. You do it's
Gabe, we were talking about this off the air
It's a lot of fun,
before we started the show because Spot made our new what'd you call it, like hold music? What like that image of Santa Claus?
Oh, it's just like a loop, like a stream starting loop.
Yeah, and I said 20, 30 years ago, that would have taken some graphic designer weeks to make and put together. Now
there's templates online. I
Templates where
I download
like
a template, insert the logo.
download a template and like
You have to have some knowledge of apps and how they work.
yeah,
and
but
function,
it's simple stuff. It's like iMovie. Like
not
I
that
can make
simple.
a movie on iMovie. Like Gabe was saying, like a musician could.
Don't completely downplay it.
A musician used to have to rent a professional music studio for thousands and thousands of dollars. And what were you saying?
Oh, now you could just spend a couple $100, get the software at home, buy a microphone, and you're a star. But it's that same thing with what you guys do. It doesn't make you good, but you can get anybody can get a good quality product, but it's the content that
I mean,
matters.
you could get anyone could get a good microphone and be a quote podcaster and upload their shit on iTunes, but it doesn't mean anyone's going to care.
There's still an art to it.
But graphic design, music, all these things that were such an intricate, like you had to be so skilled.
Audio, you would have studios that have all these different devices, and like sample boards and you'd patch them in through multiple interfaces and everything just to get a certain sound. And sometimes you would be like editing real, like 8 tracks or that kind of stuff. And now it's all on
pretty
one,
wild.
It's one little device. You
Pretty
can do
wild.
it all right here.
But Covino, would you you know what the most popular sampled song right now, and I wonder if kids know it because the original is only 24, 25 years old, but I wonder if kids know it. Spot, can you play I'm Good by David Guetta? I'm Good by David Guetta is a top 5 song on the Billboard charts. Top 5 song, dancey song, like very popular now.
Oh, I mean, everyone
and I
knows.
do wonder though,
I heard this the other day. I'm like, is that Dabba D?
do kids know it's Blue Dabba D?
Oh no, wait, that was in our promo.
Someone sampled Scatman in a song I
Yeah,
heard
just take
recently.
a listen to it. This is a hot song right now, but I wonder if kids know.
I mean, I feel like people have to know.
Best fucking time of my life. It's a good use of that sample, but I do want I guarantee kids Melody's age and older are like they don't know that's Blue Dabba D from 1998-99, do they?
It's your job to tell
Because
them.
Blue Dabba D was like a one-hit wonder.
It's a parent's job.
No, I know, but I'm saying I bet you there's a lot of kids like, yo, that song's hot. And they have no clue. Oh, they're just sampling Blue Dabba D.
You're making me think of a story, and it's driving me crazy. Okay,
Sorry. What story?
It's like no, really,
Yeah.
it's a story about a famous guitar riff, right?
A lot of dude heat here.
And
It's a lot of dude heat.
this guitar Spot, maybe you could Google and figure out the story for me. They're like, how did you come up with that guitar riff? Right? He's like, well, to be honest, I stole it from this guitar player and this riff. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't realize it's the same fucking riff, right? Mm-hmm. So then they go to like that guitar player and they're like, oh, well, that's okay because I fucking stole it from this
that
guy.
person.
So it was stolen like 3 times.
Oh, man.
And it's like the same exact guitar riff and they've all owned up to like, yeah, we all stole it from him and he stole from him and he stole from him. So it's one specific one. You're like, oh shit.
I don't know if it was
know that.
I don't know if it was on the Carl page or somewhere on Facebook. Someone posted, you know, the Bittersweet Symphony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How it was the Verve, but the Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Stones actually took that from somebody else back in the day.
Yeah.
And
see?
but their
all
lawyer
bullshit.
was like a motherfucker, and he was able to. But I guess he died, and his son, blah 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 blah. But the story is it actually ended up going back to the Verve guy.
Didn't
he got the money? He actually got money after because they'd got nothing
For the longest time,
Yeah,
the
I remember
Verve
that.
got fucked on that song, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember at that time they got nothing.
But the Stones had completely appropriated, like Zeppelin did, like with a lot of early stuff. They stole from old blues. They stole from, stole loosely.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's wild to think that contemporary music. You know how we talked about this on Fox recently? You were saying how in our lifetime, MMA, hip hop, there's things that have been developed in our lifetime, in our parents' lifetime, the NFL, right? I mean, like, it's crazy to think we're seeing things develop in our lifetime, contemporary music, meaning our parents' lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were to tell a kid now, I always think of this, Emmy is 5, it's 2022. If I were to say, Emmy, there's a song from 50 years ago, which would be what, 1972? That's it. Forget that. More than 50 years ago, a Beatles song, right? When I was 5 in the 80s, if you told me, hey, here's a song from the 30s or 40s, that would feel like archaic. But a kid now could listen to something from the 70s or 80s and be like, it sounds legit. I feel it. Were you feeling anything from 1940?
Yeah, I loved Boogie Woogie Boogie Boy.
That's your jam.
Company fucking.
But I'm just saying, like we
That was
happen
my
to
shit.
we happen to live in a wild time where all these contemporary music, movies, all these things developed in our lifetime and our parents. So there's no way, like your kid appreciating the Beatles or the Stones or some classic shit would be like you appreciating some 30s shit. That's crazy. Crazy.
So triple doozies. I mean, but it goes back. The 2 takeaways I got from this are Daft Punk and people who could really sample are Genii.
Yeah.
This shit all goes back to blues, like Gabe said. Like this guy stole it from this guy, but that guy stole it from this guy, and then this guy stole it from the blues guy. So it just keeps on going. Yeah. But there was a famous story I just read recently about that, and these songs, these samples, it's lazy, but it's also keeping the originals alive. And, and recycling the sounds that we grew up with for a younger generation, which I think is okay.
I hear what you're saying. I never looked at it as lazy.
It's lazy, but it's
I feel
also
like
cool.
creative and cool and paying tribute, and I don't know. Yeah,
it's kind of easy to take a song that already has an awesome hook and melody that works, and then put your own spin on it. It's easier than coming up with an original and
true.
getting that to hook.
You know. I feel like if we didn't mention one of the best ones of all time, then you'd be like, why did I not mention? I mean, maybe the best one ever, Regulators, Warren G, Michael McDonald. I mean, that might be one in our lifetime where you were like, oh my God, how cool. They took a Michael McDonald, like cool rock, yacht rock ballad and made it a hip hop beat. This might be you don't think the best use maybe in our lifetime? That's a bold statement, but it might be.
It's one of my favorites, for sure.
Fucking cool yacht rock ballad type of song. And make it the backdrop to one of the best hip hop songs of the 90s.
But don't downplay the smooth, buttery voice of Michael McDonald.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you
Come
made
on,
that
fucking classic.
Do you think Michael McDonald's like a white guy that black people like?
Yeah.
Regulators.
Probably.
Immediately said yes, of course.
Yeah.
Guy's got soul.
Like Rick Astley.
Like Daryl Hall.
I was going to say like Daryl Hall.
Nah, Rick Astley.
Eminem.
Mount up.
It was a clear black night.
Yeah, I love talking samples, but it's sort of like, don't want to say overdone, but it goes back to your favorite song. It's all been done. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's all been done before, man.
It has.
It's true. There's a lack of originality, but I see the art and beauty in it too.
There's something very original about taking a hit and revamping it.
Not really. If you know a hook works and it's proven to work, you're just putting your spin on it. That's easier than creating your own shit to
That's
hook people
true.
in.
That is true.
So, but I appreciate it for the reason of, it's giving it new life, and I'm sure a lot of the artists appreciate
that's a triple
it.
doozy. Michael McDonald, Regulators,
Yeah.
and Super Dope Nachos.
Triple
doozy.
Triple
Hey,
doozy.
Taylor, you're right.
Thank you, Taylor Dimmick.
There you go.
Thank you.
On the tip of music, let me just get this out of the way before we move on.
No, it's a different song. It's What a Fool Believes.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Mike McDonald. Though.
Oh,
You were close.
you were close.
It's all right. You had Rich Fool too.
It's so long since we've listened to this.
I mean,
It fell short when I showed a friend.
for you.
I told you that.
Who'd you show it
I
to?
showed our buddy Nico, who has our sense of humor.
Really?
And you don't realize how long it takes to get to the hook of this.
Oh, you
And
can't start
imagine
it
showing a
from the
stranger this and being like, yeah, this is funny, watch.
It's just some guy.
No, it's going to get good, bro. Watch, keep watching.
Hang on.
Moments in the history of people making super dope nachos.
Yo, keep watching. It's really funny. Keep watching.
I fucking love it. Maybe you just overhyped it.
I think I might have. What a fool will eat. Super dope nachos.
Wise man chooses nachos.
I'm so annoyed right now. Why? Because I can't remember that guitar riff and it's bothering me.
Yeah, I wish you would.
You'll remember it later
I know.
when you're
I'm
taking, when you're
a
doing the bowl
shit.
scroll.
When I'm pushing one out later.
Think of famous guitar
Like,
riffs.
oh, it's Kirk Hammett. He got it from Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen got it from Tony Iommi. Oh, fuck.
Like Smoke on the Water or something. It's a pretty famous guitar riff.
As famous as this is, I still think of Beavis and Butthead when I hear
I know
it.
you do.
Yeah.
You think of Beavis and Butthead most of the time.
I do. Anyway, so many things to get to. Happy holidays. Christmas time is here. You got to see my mom's decorations.
I know. We'll share decorations in a minute.
They're wonderful. They are.
I wanted to just throw this out there while we're talking about music to get it out the way and keep it on the music topic. For years and years and years, that's the novelty and fun of our show. When you do something long enough,
You really emphasize the G on that.
Yeah, long enough.
I made the word a little longer, Scott.
enough.
Long enough.
Lawn. No, you said lawn enough.
Yeah, it's a little
Good
ornament.
enough.
That's the fucking ornament he has on
Yeah.
his fucking garden.
Long
His long enough.
I have a long. You guys don't have long enoughs?
Long enough.
What did you say?
Is that
80
what that
bu-
is?
80
in
I have
your-
a wi- I have a
is that what
wicker-
that is
I
in
have-
your rose garden?
I have a wicker one. A long enough.
Why did you say it like that?
Bobo. When you do a show long enough, opinions change. Life changes. We started doing this show. We were 20 years old in the 2000s, and we're talking about, this is gay, that's gay, and we're fighting the pussification of America, which, let's be honest, nowadays is like
A lot of that's gay.
I mean, let's be honest. You can't fight the pussification of anything now. It's all the world of wokeness. So
We lost the.
a lot
war.
has
We fought
changed.
the battles.
yeah, but then again, some of the things you were trying to fight are things that you shouldn't have been fighting because they really weren't bad.
Most of them were weak, I think.
Yeah, but still, people evolve.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them.
So much has happened in our lifetime on this show that this used to be true, and I say that because it was. For years, we talked about how it was very difficult to break the Christmas code. Making new Christmas music just seemed impossible. Anyone put out a Christmas album?
Well,
yeah.
You know the secret, though, right? Gabe will know the secret. You know the secret? Take any song. Just put Jingle Bells behind it. It's a Christmas
I
song.
mean, you could do that, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
like I did with
It's a
our-
Daft Punk secret.
That's how you make any song a Christian song. You
Yeah.
change baby to Jesus.
Yeah. There you go.
You know what?
That's
I
it.
say every time I borrow my mother-in-law's car,
Guy to God.
every time I borrow Cindy's car in Texas, she has it on some Christian rock channel, and every song sounds like a Nickelback song, but the lyrics are about God and Jesus. I feel like they're all in the vein.
You ever hear the one that goes, Jesus, 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 I got so much love in me. That's
pretty good.
Oh, Jesus now, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I got a fun fact for you, Mr. Fun Fact Boy.
Go ahead.
You could use this on Pop 2K.
Let's hear it.
As long as I get credit for it.
I
As
will.
long as you promote our show for once. Hit Me Baby One More Time was written for who?
I know.
Pink.
Nope.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Janet Jackson.
Nope.
No.
Someone.
TLC.
Nope.
TLC.
Mariah.
Nope. TLC.
TLC.
Yeah,
TLC. Oh.
Now you can hear it, right?
Oh.
But on the Christian channels, Hit Me Jesus One More Time.
Hit me, Hit me, Jesus, one more time. If you want to listen to the Christian rock channel, yeah.
Hit me, Jesus.
Jesus, it's cold outside. It's my favorite Christmas
But I'm telling
song.
you,
Jesus, it's
they're
cold.
just like a lot of these songs are love songs and are Christmas themed, but it's just all about the jingle bells in the back.
But much like how make a song Christmas by adding jingle bells, make it a Christian song, Gabe, by adding what, Jesus instead of baby?
Hey guys, this is going to be so easy. All we have to do to make Christian songs is take regular old songs and add Jesus stuff to them. See? All we have to do is cross out words like baby and darling and replace them with Jesus. All right, buddies, give me a beat. Okay, nice, very nice. All right, Token, give me a smooth bass line.
I don't know how to play bass.
Token, how many times do we have to go through this? You're black, you can play bass.
I'm getting sick of your stereotypes.
Be as sick as you want, just give me a goddamn bass line.
God damn it.
Alright, nice fellas. Nice. Need you in my life, Jesus. I can't live without you, Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah, just make a song. Yeah, add Jesus.
Sorry.
Cindy soundtrack in New Braunfels, Texas. Turn on the car. Automatically some Nickelback sounding Jesus song. Anyway, Christmas for decades and decades, the 70s seemed to be the last time where there were a couple Christmas songs that broke through, right? And yeah, of course, there's going to be one here or there. Bells will be ringing. There'll be a Bruce Springsteen or a Mariah or a U2 song that busts through.
Or a Bon Jovi.
Or a Bon Jovi. There'll be one every 5 to 10 years. That was what it was like when we were kids. That's why we were loving all the old ones. Now, I bring this up because when I was doing one of those car events recently for Sirius XM, I was like, I'm going to play a bunch of Christmas music as it was the day after Thanksgiving. And there someone was like, you should play some Christmas music. So I played a bit of Christmas music. And I realized that there are like 5 Christmas songs now that are within the last 5 years that are not going anywhere. They're hits.
Yeah, but we've also had 5 years of listening to a contemporary Christmas music channel. That shit didn't exist.
5% of the country has Sirius XM. So you can't say
but
Sirius
they're
XM Holly's
familiar
responsible.
to you.
No, to the world.
I don't know about
These are big songs.
I mean, I'm agreeing with you that, yeah, I know them, and I think they're hits in my world.
Sirius
but
XM
I
has
don't know
no
where they
musical
really are.
impact on the holidays. They have 7 Christmas channels, and one of them plays contemporary stuff.
The only place I know these current day music songs from are Sirius XM Holly.
Just you don't listen to like Light FM, Who Turns Christmas. You don't listen to these other things. Christmas, for some reason, don't ask me why, Billy Joel style, Mariah was in the 90s. That was what we considered contemporary Christmas music. And Spot, the funny part is, they would say like the channels now do like the best of the 80s, 90s, and today. And it's like, yo, today's like 30 years.
By the way,
best of the 80s, 90s, and today?
I was back in New York for the holiday. They're on CBS FM. I'm like, let me hear some old songs. I turned it on. They were playing Smooth by Rob Thomas, which came out in 1999 on the Oldies channel.
Smooth by Rob Thomas and Santana.
Like,
Jack and
what
Diane, 40 years
the
old.
Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, Light FM goes to Christmas. We were told that the iHeart stations at Fox, we were told the iHeart stations that are like Light FMs that turn to Christmas music are consistently by far number one in the markets that play them. So in New York, Light FM, Christmas music, number one. Out here in LA, what is it, like K-Earth or whatever Spot? What plays all Christmas?
Coast, I think.
Coast, number one. Can I just give you 5 Christmas songs now that are contemporary, that are hits? The Christmas code is a thing of the past. Contemporary artists, instead of trying to cover Silent Night, here's what they did. Here's part of the trick. They made catchy, original Christmas music where it used to be like, oh, here's another cover of this artist doing Oh Christmas Tree. It's like no one wants the cover. No one wants Christina Aguilera Oh Christmas Tree. They want the original Oh Christmas Tree. No one wants a Bing Crosby song redone. Make it original. And when these people started doing originals, they cut through, and now they remind me of Christmas Now. They remind me of my kids. They're like, if I'm out and about, I put together a Christmas mix that was fucking on fire.
Is it better than Marla's Christmas mix?
I borrowed it. No, nothing's better than our pal Marla's Christmas mix of goodies.
She better send some this year.
I love Marla, our listener in Texas.
I'll pay for it.
It's like
it's like a Chex Mix.
Chex Mix.
Nuts. All nuts and peanuts and all.
It tastes like Christmas.
She makes those chocolatey like cracker things. Yeah, I need some of that shit in my life this year.
I signed out, by the way. I borrowed your what is that? Spotify could figure out what it was. I borrowed your account when I was hosting recently because I wanted all the access to all the favorite Christmas songs. So you'll see them in your played history. So I'll give you 5. And you tell me.
You're fucking up my stats.
I am fucking up your stats.
You are.
Well, at the end of the year, it's going to be like the Proclaimers. Number 3? What do they call that on Rap Spot? What is it, the Spotify thing?
No, Wrapped.
Wrapped,
yeah.
Yeah, Covino's Wrapped. Number 2, the Proclaimers.
I got my Wrapped.
What the fuck?
I got my stats.
So let me give you 5 contemporary Christmas songs, and we'll move on.
I refuse to go to my Spotify because I don't want to see my Wrapped.
You'd be embarrassed?
Not that I'd be embarrassed.
Golden Girls theme.
I'm confused. I think it only works through albums, like actual albums that you've listened to.
Should I see
not
what my
random
Wrapped is?
songs? Because I'm like, I know I've listened to more random songs than these. I don't know. That's how I feel like there's something to it.
Spot. I'm going to give you a couple songs. You play them, and then we'll move on. But this is just to keep you. If you guys are having a holiday party, hanging out, I'm telling you, some of these, put these on your mix.
Create a playlist?
I didn't, but I will. I will, and I'll post it. I promise.
How about this? Send me the list of songs, and I'll make a playlist, and it'll be on my account.
Perfect. I will.
I can share it with the people.
Play this. I'll give you 5, and then we'll move along. These are Dickie Doo's top 5 Christmas songs. Top 5 Christmas songs that you need in your life.
Number 5.
I thought these were top 5 that broke the code.
Top 5 that broke the code that you need in your life.
Number 5.
Modern day.
Modern day Christmas songs.
Modern day number 5.
That
Gwen
Rich says is
Stefani.
Today's White Christmas.
Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton.
You love this one.
You make it feel like Christmas.
That was wasn't that like a Amazon special thing?
I don't know what it is, but this song is clearly broke the Christmas code. You hear it at the mall. You hear it when you're shopping. You hear it everywhere.
Number 5.
Crank this body.
Woo! It's cranked, Rich.
Good song, though.
Oh, I know this song, yeah.
I like the hook. You know what the first line of the hook is?
See how skilled I am.
Sweet gingerbread.
Did I miss it?
Yeah. It's a great song.
Sarah makes sweet gingerbread with molasses.
Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton. You make it feel like Christmas.
Number 4.
By the way, we met Blake Shelton once, and he was like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, you want to feel like a little bitch? Stand next to Blake Shelton.
He's a big galoot.
He's a big fucking guy.
The word galoot was made for him.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Like he's a man's man.
All right. Number 4.
Ariana Grande, Santa, Can You Hear Me?
This is a cover, isn't it?
No, wait, hold on. Santa, Tell Me, Ariana Grande. Santa, Tell Me.
Just want to spin her around by that ponytail.
Santa, tell me.
You know the song?
Of course.
Don't make me fall in love.
Rich is 2 for 2.
Number 3.
Actually, yeah, Rich and I agree. It's fact.
Number
2 for 2.
3.
I wonder if she has to pay Amy Grant.
Baby. Yeah, it's close, right?
Number 3.
Kelly Clarkson, Underneath the Tree.
Oh, yeah. Rich is 3 for 3. Rich is 3 for 3 of songs, contemporary songs that broke through.
It's a great song.
Current day classics.
You hear this shit every time you're doing some Christmas shit with your kids, right? You're at the little light display.
It has a very classic, like 60s sound to it. That's why I think it succeeded.
Jim Ramsey says Blake Shelton is 6'6". He's in my club. But Jim Ramsey, you're a very slender Ichabod Crane sort of physique kind of guy.
He's a galoot.
You're like a big lurchy kind of guy.
That's rude. That's rude. Do you want to be called Lurch?
Meaning slender and slim.
No one says slender and slim. Lurch, he's handsome.
He's slender and
Jim
slim.
Ramsey, I think you're fucking handsome.
I give him compliments on his pompadour all the time.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's a slender fella.
Yeah, you said he's Lurch with a pump.
No, he's very.
Blake Shelton is fucking massive. He's a massive guy.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Number 2.
All right, so
I
we
love
have
Jim.
Taylor Swift better not be on this list.
looking back on the countdown. Gwen Stefani, number 5. Ariana Grande, Santa Tell Me, number 4. Kelly Clarkson, you just heard it, number 3. Number 2.
Number 2.
Because Spot doesn't want Taylor Swift.
Damn it.
I won't put it on the list because I have 6 that I was trying to narrow down to 5. So Spot, just for the hell of it,
Was it going to be Christmas Tree Farm?
Play Taylor Swift Christmas Tree Farm.
That song is so weak.
It's not on the top 5, but
man, you were 3 for 3.
No,
bro.
it's not on the top 5. But Spot brought it up. But this is one you'll hear. I'm not putting it in the top 5. Once it kicks in, you know it. It's a Taylor Swift song. Your kids probably know it. I'm not putting it in my top 5, but it deserves an honorable mention because it's fucking Taylor Swift.
Jingle bells.
My heart is a Christmas tree
Okay, Rich is right.
where the people would come to dance under sparkling lights.
I'm not putting it in my top 5 because fuck Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But again,
But it is a
these
it is a-
songs
yeah.
have been in rotation for a minute though now.
Yeah, a couple years each.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Number 2.
Justin Bieber, Mistletoe. Justin Bieber, Mistletoe. Number 2.
Jingle bells.
Let's go. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the
He
streets,
said
spreading
mistletoe.
so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
Let it kick in.
I don't not like it.
It's not number 2. These are no particular order.
I don't think this one's as big as the other ones. That's just my opinion.
Agree. This would be number 5. I didn't put them in an order.
All right.
All right. Number 1 though. I'm confident with this being number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1
Using my voice today. For good.
is a song I feel like it's such a fucking hit. The Jonas Brothers, Like It's Christmas, broke the Christmas code.
The snow on the ground, love in the air, sleigh bells are ringing. This is what it's all about. The fire is warm, the angels are singing. And I don't wanna miss us.
Honestly, you want to really paint
Wait,
the
hold on.
picture?
Get it going.
No, zoom in on all of us, and then when you see Rich skip into it, like it's like zoom in on me.
You make every day feel like it's Christmas.
Come on, you hear this song all the time. This is a big one. On your wish list.
Too late to bring back Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you had me like you were like 4 for 4.
You were like,
I don't know.
nah,
I
you were
don't not
three-
like
you were
it.
like
though.
3.5 for 5.
Yeah, I don't not like that one. I don't not like
Jonas
it.
Brothers.
Not this in it. I don't think that one's like, man, that's fucking the next Bing Crosby.
Joe Bros is fucking. That might be. That's a tough one. I feel like Kelly
You
Clarkson.
lost me on the last 2.
Realistically, if you want me to put
Yeah,
him
I think the Taylor Swift one is bigger than him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
She
but
belongs on that one.
kept-
Belonged on your list.
I kept Taylor off, but I think if you ask me what my favorite is,
Like
might be that Kelly Clarkson one spot.
Like Stu said, he's never heard that song, and he's like the 4th Jonas brother.
That is true.
Jonas brother.
These are all great Christmas songs. All good ones.
Even Bree's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I like 3
Is
of
there
them.
anyone I'm missing? Hold on. Current Christmas.
Give me some Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by
hits.
NSYNC.
NSYNC, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays is also too old though, Spot. That's 20 years old, but it's a great one. I mean, that's, it's a good one. Oh, you know what I like a lot, but you might not. Spot and I saw it live, and I'll be honest, it got me like all like, aw, when I saw it live. I was all like, aw.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Dude, I was all like, aw.
No, that's really gay.
Yeah, don't group me in with you.
Spot and I were like, aw.
We weren't near each other at all.
I was holding Spot, and I was like, oh, this is before his revelation.
Touch each other.
Build a fire and gather around the tree.
You playing my jam? With Sir Elton?
With the Queen himself.
Ed Sheeran and Elton John, Merry Christmas. We watched this live at a very small venue.
Minus Elton John.
And minus Elton John. It was just Ed Sheeran. And it was fucking beautiful. It really was. Like, I looked at Spot and I was like, because I like to look at
We didn't look at each other.
I was like, Spot, come here, bring it in.
I did not look at him at all.
I don't think I know this one.
No, you shouldn't. It's really, it's like,
okay.
it's new.
I hate it. I hate when Elton John busts in with his fucking like weird
vibrato.
I
like Elton's weird vibrato. Under the mistletoe.
He's gone cold. I wonder why. Fuck out of here with that. Out of here. I like Elton
morning
John.
rain dropped up my windows.
Fucking get the hook with that.
My tea's gone cold. I wonder why. Spot, can we reference
Way to nerd up the
Can we
song,
reference
buddy.
the 25-year-old reference Covino and I are referencing?
Way to nerd up the song.
Elton John and Eminem at the Grammys 20 years ago.
Was that really 20 years ago?
Yeah, I know it can be.
I give that out. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, I listen to this shit sitting next to the fireplace with the Christmas tree.
And I like Elton John.
I fucking
That's
love
just
it.
corny,
Fuck
though.
all of you. That's my life.
It's so
my
old.
corny
You should
life.
See the,
I don't know. You lost me. You had me with the first three.
What's up, Gabe?
Yo, here we go, Covino.
But she's gone cold.
That's the part Rich likes.
It's out up my window. Oh, I can see it all. And even if I could, it would all be great. But your picture
Corny is cornflakes.
It reminds me that it's not so bad. Not so bad. This live.
Sorry, what were we saying, Gabe?
It was didn't Eminem say some like homophobic thing, and this was like the damage control.
They're making up.
I love gay people. See,
Look at Elton. He's on the piano. Here's don't wonder why.
Yeah, remember they like
that was the story
remember
behind
at the end they like embraced.
Yeah, they hugged.
Yeah,
they did
like
didn't they do a helmet bop? Yeah, they did a little helmet thrust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
right there. You saw it. Yeah.
little cocked swipe. Yeah.
No, they're cock shit cans.
I love
bros.
gay people.
Yeah, baby, love gays. That was Eminem.
Well, here, let's do this, though, to wrap it up, though. Give me a little Karen Carpenter. Greeting cards have all been sent. Merry Christmas,
Remind me to go
darling.
back to Elton in a second.
Merry Christmas, darling. And give me some real Christmas
Greeting
music. Thank you.
cards have all been
Yeah.
sent.
Can I tell you?
I can picture my mom with her droopy-ass socks singing this shit in the kitchen, sliding around.
Can I tell you? Because the song I love. I fucking love it, right? I'll let it be.
Oh, there is a video to this.
I'll let it be.
I was going to show you the pictures of the Covino family Christmas.
I want to see the video of this. Karen Carpenter. Such a shame.
Oh, man. Fucking Justin Bieber.
Greeting cards have all
Look at her
been
on this little set.
sent.
She's
The
on a house.
Christmas rushes through.
Want me to tell you a quick funny thing while we look at your mom's decorations? I love the song as much as your mom.
Is this your mom's decorations?
I love
It's your mom, right?
I love the song so much, and I'll tell you why. Because it was on when we were kids. You may not have had this. CBS FM Oldies 101 in New York.
Yeah.
Put out a cassette of their favorite Christmas songs, and I had it. And this was on it. And I fucking love Karen Carpenter. I played this at that car event I was at in the mix. And within a minute, I had to fade it down and fade up another song. I'm like, everyone's falling asleep. I love it, but this is not a party song. I was like, why did I play this?
I remember looking at the Carpenters album, and it's her and her goofy brother, thinking to myself, he's the whitest looking guy I've ever seen.
Then you met me.
And then I met Rich. Yeah.
Then you met me.
Yeah, I was just there with my pumpkin pie haircut. I'm like, look, that's her brother that sings this song in the background. Anyway, it's that holiday season.
And-
Dun-dun. And don't forget the Chugga-Mugga.
Speaking of Elton, he did his last concert, which was on Disney Plus.
Nobody's speaking of Elton Except for you.
No, I am. Two things about Elton. I want to go to an Elton John party because every time there's a British comedy.
Is that phase 3?
Yeah, that's phase 3. Elton parties. Every time there's a British comedy. Love Actually.
Aww. That's also part of it.
Love Actually. Ted Lasso. Every time someone's important, they're always like, "Are you going to Elton's party?" I was like, they always make a reference to if you're popular in England, you're invited to Elton's party. So I want to go to an Elton party.
I mean, I'd like to go. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Now, during his live performance, could you play something so awkward, or is Disney Plus going to fucking kill you?
Disney Plus will fucking kill me, but
Yeah.
let's give it a whirl. Let's do it.
During his last concert, can you tell me if you think this is awesome or cringy? Can we play a game, awesome or cringy?
I thought we played that game a few minutes ago.
I think we played that song. Didn't we play that game when I was giving you the top 5? It was awesome, cringy, right?
Number week.
Elton John brings out, and this song means a lot to you because it reminds you of your dad.
Is it Kiki D?
Don't go busting my chops.
I adore this song.
He brings out.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, makes me think of my dad. Because he would do like this. He'd do this bulge sort of dance.
If you think
In his tighty whities, which I thought was a little weird.
Isn't your dad's and also Rod Stewart, Forever Young, when he sat you down the one time in your life?
Rod
Listen
Stewart.
to this.
Yep.
I don't know how good this is going to be.
My dad's musical range isn't that deep.
He brings out Kiki D. Let's play a game called Cringy or fucking Awesomely Sentimental. They sing Don't Go Breaking My Heart. And I feel like Kiki D is like...
I already know it's incredible.
I feel like she's off by half a beat. And now musically, sometimes Gabe will be the best to know because he's a fucking musical genius.
Okay.
I know sometimes people are off by a half a beat for effect. And then sometimes they're just not mixing properly. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like sometimes someone's slightly behind the beat for like almost a musical effect.
Yeah, there's a mistake, and then it's called feel. That's what makes like everybody has. Some people sit back, some people are a little ahead. And
Some people are aggressive on the beat.
That's what makes it music,
You know,
not
like
a computer. But
Sinatra,
yeah.
like Sinatra's ballads, or sometimes you're like, oh, he's behind, then he catches up by doing like, it's the rhythm. I feel like Kiki D in this song is poorly like a half a fucking note behind. Awesome or not?
This is the best club I have. Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to hear.
Sorry. There's no official clip. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Maybe
watch it on Disney Plus and
maybe
report back to me.
Yeah, maybe like the full mix sounds different.
He's like a gay mariachi there.
Yeah. You saw him at the end. He comes out with his Dodgers sequence outfit on.
Oh, boy.
Los Dodgers.
To wear a stupid Donald Duck outfit.
Elton John.
Yeah, I'm good.
Elton John is he's a legend, but he's so little and
I
he's
got
old
it.
now.
Wait, hang on. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. Hang on.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
This is also shitty audio,
Yeah.
but you'll catch it. She's just slowed down. She's just it's just a different rhythm to a song you're used to. I think you heard something different, Rich.
I don't know. Anyway, watch it on Disney
There might have
Plus.
been one line that threw you off, and you thought it was the whole time.
But hey,
Fixated on it. It's
Merry
okay.
Christmas.
It's
The
okay,
end.
Rich.
Have a great day.
Good example.
Have a great
I
day.
can't play Disney Plus. I'm sorry.
Disney Plus?
I can't play it.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I got Disney Plus. So it's Christmas time. Rich is in a zone. All his favorites are on the radio.
Love it.
I do like the new ones. I can't lie. There's a lot of new ones I like as well. I got to hear them again to be refreshed on it. I haven't started my Christmas music playlist yet. But, man, there's so many things to get to.
True. Lots of things to get to.
What's more feminine for a straight guy, an anklet or a toe ring? That's been a burning question on my mind since Daniel Javier Fitz posed it.
Toe ring.
You're a straight guy, right?
Toe ring.
Rich, you come in and you're like, oh.
Toe ring.
Like, what would be weaker if Spot was wearing an
Toe ring.
anklet? No. If you were wearing an anklet or a toe ring? What's more feminine?
What's that game?
Pink phone case.
A pink
phone case. That might be it.
These are bisexual colors.
The question was, what's more feminine for a straight guy?
By the way, the reason I have
not a hetero biflexible. What the fuck are you?
Heteroflexible.
Heteroflexible person.
I only have this because I'm giving this phone to my wife, and I didn't want to break it again
for 2 months.
No, I didn't want to break it because I broke it. So my phone was all mangled, right? And then I brought it to the Apple store because my Apple Care was about to run out. And then I got a brand new phone. They're like, "Oh, here's your brand new phone." Within a day, I dropped it again, and it cracked the screen. So I had to bring it back and get it repaired. So they repaired the screen, but I'm like, I'm not making this mistake again before I give it to my wife. So I got a case that she can use.
Why doesn't she have her phone?
She has that old phone. This is fully paid off now, so I'm going to give her this and get the brand new one.
Okay.
So
the answer, by the way, is anklet.
No, toe ring.
I think it's the toe ring.
I'll give you an example.
If you saw,
oh wait, I have an example, and I'm gonna sell you.
The question, we don't have to harp on it.
My wife wears toe rings.
More feminine for a straight guy to wear.
I have the answer.
Anklet or toe ring.
I have the answer, and if I give you an example, and you're like, "Oh yeah, you're right," will you agree that
I'm not going to debate it. I'm asking you as the.
I'm going to convince you.
Official voice of reason.
I'm going to convince you with a few sentences. If you were to go to a rock show, let me finish. If you were to go to a rock show, and it was in the summer on the beach, and who hops on stage to introduce some rock band that I don't know? Brother, Jose, brother. If Jose has some fucking flip flops on and some like a metal toe ring on his big toe, you'd be like, "Oh man, he's really rocking out the jewelry." If Jose had an anklet, you'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Well,
picture like the answer.
According to the Facebook poll, the toe ring is more feminine for a straight guy to wear. 69% say so.
If Jose Mengen showed up here in flip flops with a toe ring, you wouldn't blink twice. If he had an ankle bracelet on, you'd be like, "What the fuck is he having an ankle bracelet on?"
I'm just throwing it out there.
Throwing it out there for
in case
you.
You want to take some style sort of risks. Thought that shit was kind of funny. Thank you, Danielle. Have your feats after show, but later. On a Throwback Thursday, we reminisced a lot about Christmas and Christmas songs.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like a lot. I told the story.
I'm saying I didn't realize it's an hour and 40 minutes into the show.
You've been fucking rolling.
Good.
Bro. Yeah. He keeps rolling. I told a story years ago about, this is in my previous life. We were invited to something called Room 72, and it was like a secret Nike celebrity showroom, and Nike welcomed us. And we went through a secret door. I'm not even joking you. Secret, like push door. And it was this all white fucking, like, what is this place? And they gave me like a Mr. Miyagi, like shoes. And I'm like, wait, what? I could take whatever I want? So when I was looking for something to wear on a Throwback Thursday, I realized I never wear shit like this ever, period. I'm not the guy taking a walk and things like this. I'm just not. But on a Throwback Thursday, I saw this in my closet. I'm like, I still got this thing? That's how old this is. It's from Room 72, the Nike celebrity showroom, where they give shit away to rich people, which never really made sense anyway to me, but I get why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Rich people don't need free shit, but they're the ones that get it out there.
Right.
Get it? I get it. But it doesn't really make that much sense. But I got this one years ago. And maybe I'll throw an invitation for my winter walks.
From the Guido collection.
Out here on a Throwback Thursday.
Remember Nike's Guido collection?
Yeah.
Yeah, your brother owns all of it.
Yeah.
ThermaFit, bro. ThermaFit. Never wear this one, but I did today.
I love it.
And
Looking
I had
good,
another
bro. Looking
story.
good.
There's a theory.
That's Firma Fit.
Jordan threw this theory at me. And then she threw her shoe at me. I thought that was a little fucking uncalled for.
She likes you again?
First, no, she threw this at me. She threw a belief at me.
Oh, that you are so very, very good?
No, like
and I am so very, very bad.
For years in, the restaurant industry and all kinds of stupid odd jobs she's done. And she said that there's a theory amongst the women that if you wear pigtails, you get more tips. And it's creepy, right? But they're like, yeah, right. And she said she had a girlfriend that did it.
Yeah.
just because she's like, well, fuck that. I'm going to do it. Because they're, making tips, waiting tables and doing whatever they do on their hustle. So the girl did it and she had a 20% increase in tips.
I believe it.
Wearing pigtails.
Guys are creepos.
What a fucking creepy idea that is, right? Because there's something perverse about that. That was the thinking behind it. That wasn't like my theory.
There's definitely something a little bit of a pervert.
Creeps that you're bound to get more tips, and the studies were true. I heard that story. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Weird, but interesting. Didn't think about it. And then I saw on TikTok some girl talking about the same shit. And I was like, wow, there really is this theory and truth behind this story. And I just thought that was fucking kind of weird. And I thought, like, would I care about that subconsciously at all? Would I even think about that? And do I think about that in a perverted way, or do I just simply think it looks cute on some girls? If you're an attractive woman, if you're an attractive young woman, and you got it's cute, but I'm not thinking I'm giving you more tips. I feel like a pervert.
There's a thin line between pervert and like that's sexy or hot or something. Like,
how do you explain the 20% proven increase? And Spot, I didn't.
I wonder if it's pervert or just. All right, I'll give you one. When girls wear like the schoolgirl outfit or a maid's costume, like, are we ingrained to think these things are like, ooh, that's hot? Like, all right, look at a Hooters competition. What's the like bunk Scottish one? Tilted kilt. Tilted kilt. They wear like schoolgirl, like Rowdy Piper skirts and like little
they're kilts,
fucking tops.
Yeah, but
they wear little kilts.
You're psychologically infantilizing people, and it's like creepy.
And by the way, if you look it up, because I just looked it up on TikTok, there's a ton of videos of girls swearing by this theory. That's a proven theory.
Sarah, do you?
But
think...
I don't agree, or I don't understand the I understand the psychology, but it doesn't apply to me.
Hey, Sarah, how's the barn?
Yeah, what is
how are the pigs?
I'll tell you what won't get extra tips. The barn outfit Sarah's wearing.
Did you milk the cows yet?
Sarah, do you think women get? Do you go by Covino's theory? Jordan thought of the theory, and it's been proven that if girls at a restaurant or a bar wear pigtails, guys will tip them more. Why is that gross? Why'd you go boo?
Yeah, because it's a little gross.
Why was your instinct that?
Go sit with Gabe.
It's a little gross that even subconsciously we're like, oh.
Go sit on Gabe's lap.
What's that about?
Is that creepy?
Pull up any video, Pull up any video on TikTok to see what they say about it.
Oh, don't show me right now. I look like ass monkeys.
Well, then don't look like ass monkeys.
Welcome.
You know what to tell you.
Hiding yourself with that shirt is not.
Yeah,
the
just
way to
cover
go.
that. Cover yourself with that shirt. Cover yourself with the smock you're wearing.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Fucking smock.
She said fucking.
She said you smock.
She said peace out.
Yeah.
Awkward
I told her.
Burgers, bro. Awkward burgers.
Yeah, bro. Way to go.
T-shirts available.
Come back.
Way to fucking lay it down, bro.
Sarah, come back.
Good job.
Like I said, though, like I heard the story and I was like, yeah. She's like,
way to put your foot down.
She
Rich.
told me, her girlfriend told her, like, I got 20% more tips than I normally got. Weird, but fucking okay.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And then
girls that work
I
at
saw
girls
the
that
video,
are.
I'm like, oh,
please.
I get it. I just think they look cute.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm inclined to tip them more. Because
No, I don't think I'm inclined to tip them more, but I think any girl would be a liar.
Maybe
anyone that's ever worked in the restaurant industry, bartending, waitressing, hostess, any woman in that industry that's trying to say,
I love hostess. I
don't specifically dress a certain way because I know I'll get more tips is lying. Like if you're trying to tell me,
of course they do, but this is different. This is because pigtails are associated with kids.
Yeah. It's very
I'm not
childish
getting fucking weird like Disney and Satan and stuff
it's
like
true.
that. I'm just saying that's the psychology behind it, which makes it odd.
or like schoolgirl.
Right. Another, like, is that hot to you? That's not what's hot to me. It's just some girl with her cleavage out. That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So apparently there's something to the pigtails and it brings out the creeps. Yeah. It brings out the creeps. And there's so many fucking creepy dudes. It's berserk.
Well, I mean, this is going to sound pretty judgmental.
Oh, let's hear it.
Especially given, your wife's history and like people we know on the show.
Yeah.
I feel like the people that seek out these places are a little bit creepy.
People that seek out what? Like restaurants?
Tilted kilts. No, it could be any,
there's
restaurant.
Something, and it's like,
I'll tell you what. The regular. I think you grew up in an area. It depends on where you grew up. Spot. That's a factor, but it's also it does attract some creepy regulars.
Yeah, because
right?
I feel like there was no remember the Hooters in New York? It was disgusting.
That was New York.
That's what I'm saying. But like that, our area wasn't known. It's like you either go to titty bars or you go to regular restaurants. There was no combination of the two.
Well, I can promise you
and
that when I've worked with Hooters, I'm fascinated by how in major metropolitan areas, especially on the East Coast, no one gives a shit. But in the South, Florida, Texas, around the country, it's oddly huge.
But I do think, not to stereotype, but maybe like 50% of the clientele is a little bit on the creepy side.
Yeah, I don't know if this is
that might be an understatement.
Video I saw. This is just
75. I want it to be nice.
This is just a random video.
75 to 80% of the clientele is creepy.
I sent you a random video spot of a girl just claiming she got like her first tip. She wore pigtails because, it's spread around to hot young women, and she says she got $100 on her first table, $100 tip.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. I just Googled one right now, so just throwing that out there is like. What are you inclined to do? I'm just inclined to think
this girl's
she's
also
cute.
like.
It just depends also how is she pretty?
This girl's
if she's
also
busted and then
hot.
she has pigtails, I'm not giving her extra tip because of that.
This girl's also kind of hot. And she has jubs.
I mean, that helps. Again, these are
Right.
things that Covino might say, well, maybe it's not the pigtails. Maybe it's because you're hot.
Yeah, I don't know. Here.
She said, pass the weed, bitch. I don't like to pass the gas.
She's just showing it.
She got big old titties. I said, goo gaga. She said,
Yeah, maybe that's why she got
see,
the
here's the thing.
$100 tip.
See,
It was all text.
To me, I don't look at that as like, it is pigtails, but like the way her hair's pulled back, I'm thinking like, I don't know, more deliberate pigtails. Does that make sense? Yeah, like more like Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's, like I said,
that was just a girl with her hair back that happened to have two ponytails.
I feel like pigtails. Oh yeah, pigtails are more like come out and then down, right? Is that pigtail?
I wonder if I wish dudes had a cool trick like that. Like we just put a sock in our crotch, you get 20%. Yeah, gray sweatpants, get 20% tip increase.
I'm wearing gray sweatpants.
Anyway, just throwing that out there. Seems to be like there's a real truth behind that.
There's something definitely.
Look it up if you don't believe me, because like I said, there's a million videos about it. When she was telling me this, she said her friend got 20% more, and I was like, oh, all right. But then I saw the videos, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is something that they're talking about.
Maybe it's a very biased study because maybe she was like, I'm going to put pigtails in, and then by putting the pigtails in, she like acted a little bit more flirty and like cutesy, and that really like.
Oh. Sarah said. In all seriousness, Jordan is right. Dudes will give bigger tips but here's the thing. Dudes will give bigger tips, but also make inappropriate comments. It's gross because of what pigtails mean.
That was the other part of it.
She goes,
they'll make a reference like holding on to the pigtails.
Handlebars. She took off.
Handlebars.
Yeah, she went to go pick Ben up. She'll be back. But she said,
no, she's right.
She said that anytime any of the girls that she would work with when Sarah would bartend and do that stuff, she said that the sexier the girls would dress, it's a twofold. Like, it makes sense. I mean, it's so clear. Girl dress is hot and sexy and provocative. You're going to get more tips, but you know what? You're also going to get more creepo comments. So it's like
tips for tits.
If a girl's like, I'm going to wear shorts that expose my cheeks a little bit and wear pigtails, you're going to get double your tips. But you know, you're also going to get at least 5 times that night, some guy being like, yo, I like those pigtails. Handlebars.
I got something to hold on to when I'm banging up from behind.
Do you like when guys grab the pigtails? Like, come on.
But you get 20% more tips.
Yeah, so if you got the thick, if you got
better grip, you're gonna get some weird shit like that.
If you're the type of girl, if you're the type of woman that has thick skin and doesn't get freaked out by creepos
and a thick ass,
there's ways to make more money. It's the truth. Creeps.
Tip-tails. See, I'm telling you.
There's a whole article
about it. There's a whole thing about, like I said, she told me this, and I was listening. I was like, oh man, that's pretty weird. And then it came with but you get all these comments, and it's weird because little kids wear pigtails, but they're given like the tips increase, and then I saw it on TikTok. And then, of course, you watch one video. I'm like, oh, that's what Jordan was talking about. Then you get like 3 other ones. They're like, oh. And now, Gabe, where'd you see the article?
It's a Washington Post article.
Washington Post tip tails.
Woo. How's Smut Tails coming along?
I'm sorry. I'm just
thinking, would you fall for that trick? Even subconsciously?
No, I would.
I don't think so.
I don't. I tip people on service. I know it sounds real righteous, but
I double
if the girl's a good waitress, if she's busted or hot, I'm not the type of guy. Here's the thing. I'll be honest. I'm not giving an extra tip if the girl's hot. I'm not. I'll give a good tip if they're friendly. Like
Rich just writes his phone number down. If
if the girl's hot, I'll just be
With
like,
a
here's my
happy
number.
face.
I'll be like, here's my number. Just don't tell anybody. No, but I will never tip someone more because they're attractive. I'll tip people that are good service. Like if the girl's super friendly but she's busted, who cares? She gave you good service. I'm not at a restaurant, and if you think you're the guy at the restaurant that's gonna fuck the waitress, then you're a doofus.
It also goes to show you how easy. I mean, there's no breaking the glass here, but how dumb guys could be. You know, like. She has pigtails.
Sarah said she hates how women feel the need to have to do this because it's almost like, do you want to make more money? Every girl that's bartending or waitressing is going to be like, well, yeah, I want to make more money. Why do you think I'm here? Well, if you want to make more money, you got to fucking give in to the weird tendencies of these creepos. And it's like, do you just
cater to your audience?
Cater to the creepos. Like, do you say, well, I am bartending at the hot club, and if I want to make $500 tonight, I should wear the booty shorts. Well, I guess I got to wear the booty shorts.
Something to take note of.
I tell you, Sarah.
And I guarantee you, if you're at any restaurant or any bar, not restaurants, any restaurant, and you see the girl there and she's in pigtails,
it's
probably
deliberate
because she fucking knows that I get more tips.
Sarah had a job for one day once. I think I've mentioned this when Sarah first moved to New York. Sarah worked at a really, really popular club. Someone asked her if she wanted a job as a bottle service girl. Sarah did it one day and felt like, this is so fucking gross. I can't do it again. It was one of those like, you know who it was? You know our buddy who's like a VP of all big shit now, Jared Fox?
Yeah.
Jared Fox was working at a bar and he's like a handsome guy. He's like, yeah, it's like, all the staff there. Super attractive. It was like one of those high-end type of places. And he's like, we need a bottle service girl. It's like, you can make a couple grand a night. Literally, you can make some sick money once a week. Mm-hmm. Sarah went there once and realized that the game was not for her. Meaning the game was...
Well, it's a young girl's game. And I know this is years ago. I'm not saying
Sarah was like 24. Yeah,
she was that young?
It was when she first moved to New York.
Geez, yeah.
Yeah, she was 25 maybe. So
she was probably growing out of it, though.
Sarah was 25, so she was on the back end of wanting to do this type of stuff anyway. So she was like, I don't even know if I want to do it, but hey, I just moved to New York. If I can make $1,000, $2,000 a night, one day a week, fuck, what a job, right? But she's like, you know what you got to do?
Deal with mouth-breathing cavemen.
Weirdos. Worse than mouth-breathing cavemen. Rich guys in VIP that think that they could like flirt with you and even possibly try to grab you because they're rich. And she's like, one night of working there with a couple rich creepos. She's like, nope, not worth it. And that's when you think about it, you go to like a Vegas day club or you go to any high-end club, the bottle service girl. Do you know how many times a night some rich guy thinks it's okay to like try to be all up on her because he's like rich with money?
Or say some fucking
gross shit. Some really inappropriate shit. Yeah, so it's like,
for every, let's say 3 girls that are creeped out or 4 girls that are creeped out, there is that one girl that will accept the money.
Well, I remember telling my wife, I'm like, do what you want to do. Like,
that's their fuck you at that point.
I was like,
right?
well,
fuck you, jerk. I'm definitely taking your money now.
If you don't want to be uncomfortable, then do not work there. But if you want to work there,
like I said,
I'm more
got your back, but
in the guys.
There are girls.
Donna says same, by the way. Pigtails. She said, I always got more attention when I wore pigtails.
Yeah. That's wild.
Do you have a photo for reference, Gabe?
Weird.
And by the way, Gabe's wife Donna looks like Elsa from Frozen. She's like a very attractive blonde.
But I think it's okay to like. I'm picturing Jordan in pigtails now, right? Like, oh yeah, I think she'd look really cute. I'd love her in pigtails, right? But I don't think of it in a pervert kind of way. Meaning, like, I don't associate that with like a girl's childhood. You know what I mean?
I associate it with a girl trying to look sexual. I don't think of a kid reference at all.
Like,
I just think
that's hot.
It's like all right, listen.
But they're saying
I'll give you the great analogy. The same way I see pigtails, I'm like, ooh, that's attractive, but I don't think of children. It's the same way if a girl dresses up like a French maid, I don't think she's gonna clean. It's just a costume, but somehow is attractive. Like you don't see.
Apparently, you're all suckers. For the
you don't see a girl in a French maid outfit and say, I wonder how she cleans.
No, but there is a role play. There is a psychological, like, submissive aspect to that.
I mean, Britney Spears' whole video for Hit Me Baby One More Time, she was like 18, 19 years old. And
By
the
the way,
whole
you know
video is
who,
her like being a schoolgirl.
You know who that was originally written for?
TLC, I believe someone told me that.
Dude, my guy knows.
There is a submissive aspect. It's the maid, and the maid cleans, and she's just has her
Submissive,
feather duster.
yeah.
The
And you're
fantasy.
like,
Yeah.
you're gonna
It's
pull the maid aside.
psychology behind
So
it.
there's the psychology. It's you're
And that is
infantilizing.
similar. Get it?
The
That
psychology.
dominant, submissive kind of psychology to a quote unquote schoolgirl
Whoa.
is really creepy. It's almost pedophilia.
So wait, hold on. Here's the lesson learned. You see a girl who's
Pedophile.
attractive. She's at the bar, whatever, right? She's got her tip tails on. She fucking knows.
Tip tails.
If you tip her extra, she knows you're a creep.
Such a creep.
True.
Yeah.
And by the way, I can promise
now
you.
tip her accordingly to show her that you're a fucking normal guy.
I promise you, from the experience I know I mean, it's a while ago now, but when Sarah was in that world of bartending and modeling and doing these different shoots and all that, you're 99% of the time, a woman will never end up with a guy she meets through that stuff. Like the hot bartender likely will not date a guy that's a regular at that bar that hits on her. You got to be pretty special to break through that scene. So
I met my girlfriend Erica at the bar. I was like, "What's up?"
yeah, but she was a hostess, and you would randomly come in and say hi. You weren't like it was
bartended
different
too. I was like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
remember the Harley
it's
Davidson
tricky.
Cafe, man?
It's
You remember
tricky.
that in Manhattan? That shit's
Harley
gone.
Davidson Cafe.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, that you know how I know?
She was the hostess at
Butch's,
Del Frisco's.
That was Butch's 401k. Was all in the Harley Davidson Cafe.
Anyway,
that's funny. Butch having a
something
401k.
Something I had like in my back pocket to bring up months ago, but then when I saw it on TikTok, and then I realized it was like, oh, this is a bigger story. I was like, oh, okay, I'll bring that up and remind you guys to try like your best and not be a creep about shit.
I wonder if
women are on to your fucking creepy shit. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah. I wonder if Butch,
they're capitalizing on it. They're manipulating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder if Butch has his cell phone back. You think he found a way to pay it off?
I don't know.
Remember I told you my mom left him with a $500 bill?
I can't wait to hear you. We got to hear your mom update.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to hear. You
End with
promised
that.
us.
Let's do it.
All right.
But hold on. I feel like
Hold on. My mom wants to share her Christmas pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but speaking of
And
parents.
greeting cards
Speaking
have
of
all been
parents.
sent.
Yeah, you got to give me a little Karen Carpenter and pull them up. And just like Rich, she just started her decorating today, December 1st.
Yeah.
So they're already busting out. It's not the old school stuff. Like, it's like the modern day Covino family Christmas.
I'll start backwards.
Yeah, it's not the little kid stuff I grew up with.
Here's the table.
You know what? Want to hear something funny about that?
It's a wreath.
See that Lazy Susan right there? That says C&R on it, and it was made by Billy Good.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was
look at
wondering,
that.
I was wondering where that
That was
wound
made
up.
by Carl.
Oh, look at
Billy
that
Good.
Lennox little Santa in a sleigh.
Yeah, that's the dining room.
It's not.
Beautiful. And that thing lights up.
I want it to start backwards.
Yeah.
Because it gets much more beautiful from there. Then we have the little shrine.
This is day one, by the way. Day one of the decorating.
Yeah, we have the shrine.
It's exciting.
Little shrine here.
Oh, wow.
I think that's their modern day like nativity scene.
The Christmas shrine.
Yeah, look at it.
Beautiful.
There's melody
all
in the
white.
bottom left.
Your dad's going
melody.
to paint all them.
What a treat for tier 2. You
Yeah,
get to
I
see
know.
Covino's mom's house.
It's very serene.
My favorite, the fireplace. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Rich, maybe you'll get some ideas.
See.
For your
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, look at that. Look at mine. Look at mine. See, mine's the most famous. That green one in the left.
Oh,
Steven.
I like the
This means it was the first one, and then they got wised up after that.
I like the brickwork on that fireplace.
Look at Tom. Is that ash on Tommy's?
Yeah, from all the coal for being a bad boy. Is he?
Ash from Pokemon.
Yeah, it is. And Pikachu.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, look at that. And that's day one of
was
all
Tommy
the
a big Pokemon guy?
Yeah, my brother. He still has somewhere his cards, but he can't find them. He's like going nuts, probably trying to sell them for money.
Beautiful 10.
Trying to find them.
Oh, it's very nice.
But that's
job.
day one.
Where's the tree?
Much like it's not. I don't think it's up yet.
It's not up yet.
It's just day one.
Do they do artificial or real?
You want to know the truth behind it, though? My
Yeah.
parents, as you know, you accumulate, right?
course.
And spot, as you know, because you're still dealing with it at your mom's,
Man, please.
bins and years of decorations, right?
There's so many in the attic that haven't even been touched in like 60 years.
But my parents are getting older. I ain't going up there 5 times.
fuck that.
These bins are fucking heavy, eh? So whatever like bins are closest,
Yeah.
and whatever bins like it's
just go with that.
It's like more minimal now than ever before. So that's the current. That's what's going on right now in the Covino household. A little behind the velvet rope.
Where did you go?
Look-see. I don't know where Rich went.
He has to wrap the show.
But no, I mean, I want to hear his mom update.
So give some shout-outs before we go.
No. I got something I wanted to say. Yesterday we talked about the end of the year countdowns and wrap-ups and how on Spot, if I could share my list real quick.
Jesus Christ.
Of top songs.
Say it.
It just proves that like my dad vibes are strong.
Did you text it to me?
Did I? No, but I will. Text it for a good laugh.
Yeah, text it.
I got my stats yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know if I believe it. Of my most listened to things in 2022.
Do you share an account?
And I only say that because, yeah, I know I listen to these things a lot, but these are all from specific albums I listen to. The random songs that I know I listen to a lot are not there. You know what I mean? Like there's songs on my playlists. If, for example, I mentioned yesterday, I have a Covino's favorites, random favorites, right? And I mentioned Blur, Coffee and TV.
Yeah.
If I listen to that song all the time, I don't think that makes the playlist. I think if it's from specific albums that you've favorited. I'm not sure how that system works, but these were my top artists
choices
and top songs of 2022.
To be honest, it seems right for you.
Oh, I'm not denying that I didn't listen to these a lot, but they're from specific albums. Like I listened to the Toadies album a lot. So if you're not watching, top artists, number 5, Nirvana, number 4, the Toadies, number 3, the Foo Fighters, number 2, Limp Bizkit, number 1, the Chili Peppers. They had 2 albums this year.
This makes sense, to be
Top
honest.
songs.
I don't even know. What's Black Summer?
That's the Chili Peppers song.
Oh, like the one where he sounds like an Irishman?
Yeah, the Irish one.
That's your number 1 listened to song?
In 2022. I
You mean
find
Brown Thumber?
Brown Thumber.
Thumber. I never did it. Top 5 songs.
Dirty Rotten Biscuit.
Dirty Rotten Biscuit at number 5.
What the fuck?
That's a good one, man.
Dad vibes.
Dirty Rotten Biscuit.
This is the most Covino list
Number
I've
4,
ever seen.
Dad Vibes. Number 3, well, that's what I'm showing you. Poster Child. Number 2, The Great Apes. Number 1, Black Summer, a.k.a. Brown Thumber.
What's the Great Apes?
I just want the Great Apes to be free. Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay, so more Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
God, do I have to do my raps now?
Anyway,
I don't want to do
we
it.
talked about my daughters, and I was like, wow, those are your top. I was also kind of surprised. Not surprised
do
because
it.
that seems very typical, but I'm telling you, random songs I don't think are registered in that algorithm of stat keeping for, well, Spot, if I can make sense of it, I would. But those are specific albums I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how it works. I don't know. And I don't think the minutes are calculated in the car. Like I know I listen to that a lot.
They have an algorithm.
Yeah.
And they gave you an answer.
No. I'm thinking it works in specific ways. There's songs I listen to more than those songs. In my mind. Maybe I could be wrong. Anyway.
I thought of your
Dirty Rotten Biscuit
I thought of your stat thing yesterday. You talked about when you die and go to heaven one day, you want to have all the stats of your life.
God.
Mm-hmm. I thought of that more. And I wondered, you know how you really, without those stats, you can't really ever correlate anything?
My fucking wife ruined my Spotify.
I wonder.
Rich ruined mine. Fucking Backstreet Boy Christmas album came up on mine.
Fucking Kristen ruined my Spotify. Son of a bitch.
That weak ass Bieber song showed up.
So if you die and get the stats of your life, I wonder if there is a correlation of like things like the years you made the most money. Are those the years you were happiest? The years when you worked a lot, were
Could
you
be the opposite.
were you least happy?
Yeah.
Like I wonder, like you talk about the stats of your life.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like
What year you think got the most
booty?
Oral Hershiser's.
Most oral sex? From the same person or from different people?
Definitely 2022.
Just numbers stat wise.
2022 for me.
Jesus, Spot. Phase 3 is freaking me out.
Here's mine. Fuck my wife.
Oh,
and that wasn't an offer.
08 or 09. The year I met my wife, but the year I was also like, in 1 year I dated Jen, broke up, was single for a little bit, and then met my wife. So that was the year where I was pretty active. I would say 09 might be my year.
Wow, 09. This is a lot.
09.
Here's my
maybe 2012, maybe like early marriage.
09.
Maybe early marriage, maybe 07, 08 when I was single. I don't know.
So number 1 and number 5 are both Kristen.
Maren Morris.
She went to see both those concerts this year, so she must have been listening to them on repeat.
Kygo, Matchbox 20's All You, Coldplay's All You.
So my number one for the past like 3 years has been fucking Coldplay, and now my wife bumped it out with Maren Morris. I'm so upset.
Oh,
maybe Tomorrow's a good song. These are like I use a lot of these songs in yoga too, which helps. It's pretty good.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
Fucking
There you have
Maren
it.
Morris.
It's that end of the year wrap up.
Now,
Mom
thanks,
update.
Kristen.
Spot, I have one last thing I want to get to before we say farewell and have a great weekend. First of the month. Something to think about that we could discuss next week. And by the way, Spot, I texted you 2 pictures of my decoration so Covino's mom could see what I did because I guess we're sharing Christmas decor. Check out these bad boys. By the way, we found
Are they actually bad boys?
we found a site. I mean, I'm sure everyone does the same thing where we the family all has matching Christmas stockings, but in different colors and stuff. Do you have like embroidered Christmas stockings or no?
No.
I don't think they're that pricey. Yeah, we got the
in order of birth.
No, we just Emmy put them in the order she wanted to. She wanted to be next to me, Emmy Bear.
Oh, that's sweet.
But yeah, that's
I like that Piper's in the middle.
Piper's in the middle, and then the other one is just my
baby girl
foyer in the walkway. Simple, nice. Got some some decor.
Yeah, it's nice.
We'll decorate for Christmas. I like decorating for
I
Christmas. It
think
makes the
now-
house feel more warm.
Yeah, now's the time to do it. I mean, it's December 1st.
Something to think about. 2 things. How nuts Kanye is. Apparently, Kanye West today was on Alex Jones talking about how Hitler is great.
No.
So that's going to be the story today.
Shut up.
Saying how Hitler... It goes on. I don't even want to...
Come on.
Kanye
Or
West...
did he pull, was it Aubrey O'Day? Who said that?
No.
Aubrey O'Day said
He's a genius. Like, it's amazing what he did or something when you think about it.
I don't think it was taken out of context. It's a fair statement to say Hitler's a genius because he convinced the whole country to be fucking evil. So yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't a
crazy backlash.
It wasn't a taken out of context thing. It wasn't like he said, "Well, Hitler's the biggest piece of shit of all time, but he was pretty smart," because that's a fair statement. Kanye West tells Alex Jones, "I see a lot of good things about Hitler." Who the fuck says that? Wow. And then Alex Jones, who's a piece of shit, apparently tried to save him and backpedal, and Kanye doubled down nah, and started listing all the great things about Hitler. So that is going to be number one everywhere you look today.
Wow.
So Kanye and Alex Jones. I'll give you my mom update later this week because there might be a new development. So I'll give you my mom's update.
By the way, you want to sniff my Yeezys or no?
No thanks.
You sure?
Nope.
What an offer.
But Spot, I sent you guys a video yesterday. This is something very much to think about.
Sniff Davis.
And when you think about what a reflection this is on society. There's a guy named David Castillo who loves to send us good things.
You mean the $10 million man?
He sends me way too much.
Spot, I sent you 2. No, I don't let Spot discourage you, David Castillo.
Can you send it to them?
Yeah, Spot doesn't like to be bothered by anyone, if you've noticed. Why do I have to be? So Covino's mom calls you, oh, what, Ted? David Castillo sends you funny shit. What, David? Oh. Spot wants to live in a mountain. Spot wants to live in a cabin on a mountain with no one.
Miguel calls up. He hangs up on him.
Miguel's like, yo, I've been supporting you guys for 15 years. Vatos Locos. Spot's like, goodbye.
Blind Brian fucking calls.
Yeah, because
it's free, and then he hangs up on him.
because they're listening and have something great to contribute to the show.
Blind Brian's like, I'm a blind guy and I still found you.
Did you hear what Blind Brian said last time? He was like, stay cool, guys, except for you, Spot. Fuck.
Or they're going to bring the show to a screeching halt. Maybe I'm just doing
or Blind Brian's like, hey, I'm blind and somehow still found you. And you're like, yeah, later, blind guy. But kidding, Spot.
What the fuck is wrong with Kanye?
Look at
what'd you send me? Oh.
I sent you 2 videos. Play the most recent one first, because this is just I don't know why. You know what? I've been seeing a lot of my Instagram and TikTok. You know how we all have different algorithms you have to point out? I'm getting a lot of doofy college kids, and I don't mind it. I think they're funny. And they're asking good-looking girls, like, what's the craziest secret you have?
Do they have pigtails?
What's the thing you haven't told your parents?
I wear pigtails for taps.
And it's like, a lot of these are like, what's the craziest thing you've done? What's the stupidest thing you've done? And it's usually just like college hot girls being like, I fucked my friend's boyfriend. And that's like the trend now. And they get millions of views. This guy, I was like,
great.
You saw this?
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? This just made me laugh my ass off. So thank you,
great.
David Castillo, for this one.
It was 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Pause it, Spot,
and this
pause it.
girl from...
They asked him, what is the kinkiest thing? If you want to re-cue it up, Spot. They asked him, what is the kinkiest thing
Sure, Rich.
you've ever done?
It was 2 days after Thanksgiving, and this girl from Tinder hit me up, and she's like, come over. And of course I did. So I'm sitting there. She invites me over. She sits me down on this oversized bean bag that she had. First red flag. Then she was like, hey, what's up? Okay, so mind you, dude, like I said, it was like a day or two after Thanksgiving. So I'm eating Thanksgiving leftovers, and I'm having Thanksgiving leftover farts and everything. I mean, it's bad. So I get to her house. I'm laying on the bean bag. She starts topping me up. And then I'm like, okay, this is normal, this is cool. And I start pushing on her head. Come on, baby, let's go deeper. And she goes like this, takes my hands, bah, bah. And she goes, that's the funny thing about guys. Grabs my legs, they always think they're in control. And fucking throws my legs, I mean, I'm telling you like this. She was like, and I was like, ma'am, what are we doing? And she just started eating my fucking ass, bro, just going to town on that shit. And I didn't shower, I mean, nothing, man. And I'm telling you, that was probably the kinkiest experience I ever had. Dog, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later.
And then he rolls away like Alex
It was
Berman
2 days.
Yeah.
on his fucking
On his,
rolly
like
sneakers.
Alex Berman's rolling sneakers.
By the way, that guy looks like some fucking 1980s lesbian with fucking feather earrings on.
But I just thought that was funny as hell.
Save your jokes because that's never happened to me.
All right, well, I wanted to ask you, Spot.
I
has
applaud that
ever-
guy's mullet too, though.
All right. Watch this one quick
And by
video.
the way, I'd hate to see what the fucking woman that was doing that to him looked like.
Oh my God,
That's
yeah.
the fun part about these stories that every guy leaves out.
I saw a girl talking about,
but it's a funny story.
Eating a guy's ass. People are, yeah, I'm telling you, people are grosser than ever. If you haven't been single in like 5 to 10 years, I feel like we have missed out on people being disgusting.
People are
I
disgusting.
feel like you go on a first date with someone now and they're like, eat my asshole.
I've eaten ass.
I feel like that.
Is this phase 3?
No, not yet. No, that's all part of phase 2, baby.
What have you done?
And 1. Phase 1 and 2.
You've eaten someone's ass other than your wife in the last 6 months?
Absolutely. Jesus Christ. You asked.
I have a question.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I want to know. Hold on.
You don't. Was it a guy? Yes.
Oh, wow. Wowie zowie.
Take that, Preston.
Wowie zowie.
Take that, Donnie Pompadour. Take that, Mark Reyes.
Oh, here he comes. Watch out, do too.
You got to keep up with the times, guys.
Holy
You got to keep up with the times.
fucking balls. All right, well, hey, Spot, good for you. Play this video that David sent us. Think about it, and maybe we'll talk about it next week. And I want you to have a great weekend. I want you to have some Christmas fun with your family and friends. It's a video where they're interviewing girls.
Was it under the Christmas tree or no? Or is it-
Under the Christmas,
No, it's-
under the mistletoe.
I mean, maybe I'll do that in December.
Is it because the guy had a piece of mistletoe in his lower back?
Yeah, how'd you know? It was a tattoo. It was a mistletoe tattoo above his ass crack.
I think, I wonder what phase 3 is now. Play this video. Is this the dude that you talk about that's a jerk off? I don't know. He's talking to a bunch of girls, and he asked them, would you want like a significant, nice boyfriend, or would you rather stay on Instagram? Like, what's more important to you, meeting a nice guy or Instagram? And just shows what we're dealing with in 2022 with young people. Take a look.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
This is
Instagram or a long-term boyfriend? Pick one. Okay, let's see.
Instagram.
Okay.
What? Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Has to think about it.
Instagram. Okay.
Oh, GD's getting red pill right now.
Okay. What about you?
Probably Instagram. I probably already knew, but Instagram.
What the fuck?
I would say Instagram. I haven't met or found a man yet that can give me what Instagram has given me. So Instagram.
No, yeah, this is why this show is necessary. Do you see how all these girls are in a relationship with Instagram instead of a real man? They're addicted to attention instead of love.
Instagram
and
wow.
That's fucking.
If that's real, that's just gross.
That's honestly
If I
the
said
best.
you have to give up Instagram for a good boyfriend, all these girls are saying, nah, I prefer Instagram over a boyfriend because Instagram gives me what a boyfriend can't.
If you said,
and that guy wrapped it up. Maybe is it because women want attention more than love? Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Well, maybe touch on that next week. Leave it there.
I'd give up
Love?
Instagram for a lot of things.
Or attention. What's more important to you?
Peace and harmony.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Relationships are just headaches to a lot of younger people. It's wild to think. What would you rather have? Instagram or a loving partner?
Sad.
Instagram. It's sad, but it's got to be reminded that if you have kids or younger people in your life or you're younger yourself, that is the truth. People rather the attention and scroll every day than actually have the one-on-one human connection.
Thank you, David Castillo. But you promised something, and you're not going to get to it.
I said I think there might be better if I wait because there might be an update. My mom's update. And I'll give you a great story next week.
Fine.
A reason to hang around with Covino and Rich.
Is it your dad's birthday?
No, coming up.
It's my dad's birthday.
That's what I said.
It's Greg's birthday.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, the first.
Yeah, first
oh,
of
my
the
dad's
month.
the third. I thought your dad's was right after.
No,
my
so
dad's.
happy birthday to Greg.
Oh, shit. And happy birthday, Greg. Oh, my birthday.
Oh.
Zoom on the moon. And happy birthday to Big Steve on Saturday.
Oh.
Hey, fuck give a fuck about my birthday.
Hey, how old's your dad going to be?
You should send him
69.
You should re-gift.
69.
I don't think it's the big 70.
Re-gift your Zoom on the moon. You know how you have the Hey Covino.
Oh yeah, send it to my
Give it to your
dad.
dad. It works.
Dude, yeah.
Re-gift. Dad, I got you something.
My dad's going to be 71.
Wow.
Man, I feel like my dad, knock on wood, looks and feels good for 71. I think he's in the Bahamas right now, so I don't think he's listening. That's why I forgot to wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, I'm eating, they call it a conch. I'm eating a shell. They come in the shell.
Oh, I'm in
the conky.
Oh, the Bahamas.
Conch, Dad.
My dad even said, he goes, I'll be honest, I usually catch up on your show, but I might have too much Michael K. and Covino and Rich to listen to. So if there's anything good, tell me, because I may just not catch up. So I was like, all right. So, hey, happy birthday, Dad, and happy almost birthday, Big Steve. We'll see you guys later on Fox and on Monday right here on Patreon. Until then, hey, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Yeah.